Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Hello there, Harley. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm guessing you've been busy. But I hope you guys like my very, very rudimentary timer that I was not expecting that message to pop up at the end. I don't know why I felt the need to lift this object. Bombawa. Yeah, so, if anyone's noticed the title of the video, or the stream, I have no idea. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. Much better. Konbawa. Yeah, I hope you guys, yeah, it started a half hour early since I wasn't on the schedule, the work schedule this week. And I have no idea what's going on. I mentioned that I was getting they got rid of the position that they got rid of the baker position, so I have no idea what's going on now. So I've just been sending applications to various other workplaces. Hopefully I'll be able to get a new job in time. I know that my parents said that they'd help me pay for a whole like bills that I have. I have a whole bunch of bills that I wish I could just pay off all at once. There's a part of me, yeah, you just got out of the shower. Oh no. Well, you could make something right now if you wanted to. That way you'd have something to eat whilst watching. Making candles? I see. Yeah. I mean, I was at an interview earlier today, but unfortunately, it was very, very brief because they don't want beards. Low-key, yeah, finding jobs sucks. You've been declined by Baskin-Robbins. Yeah. No, as I was, yeah, I was only there for like a few minutes. They sat down, they were like, yeah, you have this dress code, and it's like, we have to be clean-shaven, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. Low-key, I kind of wanted to say, oh, so you're discriminating against me based on my faith, but I didn't want to do that because that wouldn't be fair to them, so I just left. They offered a free meal for me coming out there, but I was like, no, it's not worth it in that case. Yeah, I've been doing fine. I mean, I've kind of been bored all day because I wasn't on the work schedule. I did, yeah, my mom told me that her and my dad would help me pay bills until I'm able to find a new job, and she wants me to help her with, like, clean up our basement and stuff. Yeah, they have no facial hair policy, yeah. Yeah, the place that I've been working at, yeah, so they don't really seem to care all that much, considering that the person who hired me also had a full beard. He doesn't work for us anymore, at least I don't know. Now, why would UPS require a no facial hair policy? All you're doing is delivering packages. Are they really that concerned with finding strands of beard hair on that kind of thing? Or is it like some sort of overheating thing, especially if you have to do it like deep in the summer? I don't understand that. I don't know the logistics of requiring being clean shaven for UPS of all things. I think that's kind of ridiculous. You should, I mean, you but regardless, I'm still going to try to look for new work. I mean, the only thing I can do is I'm only qualified for food service related stuff. Oh, they got, because it's professional. Okay, so okay. Oh, they got rid of it. Okay, so I could work for UPS if I wanted to. I know that Thugnificent worked for UPS after his rap career fell under. But, because I will be there for all your overnight shipping needs. I tried to send an application to Sam's Club, but they immediately turned me down because I didn't match what they were looking for, which I don't even, yeah, they don't even give you the time, but yeah. You came back with a jar of peanut butters and crackers, not, ooh, what kind of crackers? Because we used to do that a lot. We would take, like, usually it was Ritz crackers. Ritz crackers and smear a little peanut butter on them. And also saltine crackers as well. We would do that all the time. It's fine. It's just, there's a part of me that wants to use one of my paychecks to just pay off a whole bunch of bills so that I don't have to worry about them for the next several months. Saltines, nice. But then I wouldn't have any money in my bank account for other miscellaneous things. So I also thought about wanting to sell my car, but I'm waiting for an insurance claim to be filed because someone accidentally backed into my car while I was at work. They left a note on my windshield saying to reach out to them. And so I've just kind of been filing a claim in order to see what the real damage was. Oh, you were still working for UPS at that time? Yeah, you're good, Brett. No worries. But yeah, hopefully the insurance claim will be... I don't know why it's taking them so long to figure it out. I mean, I sent pictures and everything, and I've already gotten into contact with the guy. They said that they were willing to offer $250, but I think it would be best to just wait and see what the insurance company has to say. So, I mean, I told my mom about wanting to sell my car, and she was like, she said that if I was going to get rid of my car, that they could give it to my sisters so that they could drive around places, because the only ones who can drive are my parents, and one of my brothers, and my mom doesn't really trust my brother all that much to drive her car, considering he's a new driver, but he likes to take my little sisters around to go do miscellaneous activities, like going to the mall or the movies or bowling and stuff, so it would be useful for them at least. But I don't know, I'll figure it out. It's just, as long as I can get my freaking computer repair bill and this one thing on PayPal out of the way, I'll be good. And then there's the security system that I got tricked into buying like half a decade ago when I first moved out of my house in with a roommate, and I'm still paying for it. And I'm like, I need to call them to see how much more I have to... You can't drive because the door to this driver's seat is jammed. Damn, how did that happen? Have you told me about that before, or am I just... But, damn, no, I'm just like, I'm not stressed. I'm not stressed or anything. Really, I'm just kind of annoyed. I'm more annoyed than I am stressed. I'm just like, ugh, I have to deal with all of this. I don't even know what, I need to talk to, I don't know, but I'll figure it out. Worst comes to worst, I could just sell my car. It's not that big a deal. Since I don't really use it all that much except to, you know, basic shit. So, yeah, everything is... So yeah, I'm fine for now. Plus I've got my parents to help me out. My mom told me that I can help her do, like, basic chores around the house. Which, yeah, it's about what I would expect. I mean, my parents want to buy a house at some point, and so they've been trying to, and so my mom's been selling off a bunch of jewelry that she doesn't need anymore, and we got, like, quite a lot of gold to sell. She's got a lot of gold jewelry that she doesn't need anymore, so it's just she wants to sell that off so that we can get things going, even if, you know, I mean, buying a house in this economy, I mean, people will say, people always talking about doing this in this economy. My parents have cars, so yeah, that's how I'll drive. Even then, the most that I would do with it is going to interviews and going to play DDR, and that's about it. But given the gas prices, I have no idea, Jackal. I genuinely have no idea. Oh no, try calling a friend to take you to the store, but didn't pick. I'm sorry to hear that. Do you not have anything at your house or whatever? I'm sure you could jerry-rig something up. Since I didn't go to work, normally when I'm at work, after I'm done with my shift, I usually make some sort of sandwich with like these little bagels and stuff. But since I wasn't there, I had to do something else. I made some tortellini that we had in our fridge. It's like pre-made tortellini that you get from like Costco, and then you just heat it up for 2 minutes. The last time I had a tortellini, it tasted very funky, but this time it was pretty good. You don't know how to cook meat? You're cooked? Oh no. All you gotta do is cook it. You just have to make sure that the internal temperature is at least 140. You can always work with you at Arby's. Oh no. Because Arby's, we have the meats. Yeah, Pinnacle, you can go work at Arby's with Jackal. It's only you only have to move to Ohio for that. I think you're from California, you said before, something like that. But at least we're having this discussion. It's not that I need to get it off my chest. It's just I just need at least some sort of bull session. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, at this point, the worst feeling. The worst that I will feel through this is just boredom, because I had nothing to do today except doing some cleanup. You went swimming? I probably should go swimming at some point. Yeah. 165 for pork. Oh, okay. Well, Pinnacle, if you know how to make pasta, which is all you gotta do is boil it, Arby scares you along with Long John Silver's. Oh, Long Johnson. We haven't bought Long John Silver's in a long time. Not unless we get hush puppies with it. Because we have one of those KFC Long John Silver's combo restaurants. Which there used to be a Taco Bell Pizza Hut combo restaurant, but many years ago they solely dedicated it to Taco Bell, so. Yes, all of that. Yeah, you know how you just don't get, oh no. What do you have in your, what exactly do you have in your disposal? I'm sure there's something. There are multiple times where I've had cereal for dinner just because it's the only thing that's really there. But yeah, Jackal, the South Park Streaming Wars special made the point, they opened a desalinization plant so that they could take all of the salt water and put it in Arby's and KFC where it belongs. Because apparently that's the best place that it could be. Alright. But whatever you have, I'm sure you could make something out of it. Well, maybe you said you don't know how to cook meat. I guess it really does depend on the type of meat. Because, like, obviously a steak is going to cook differently from ground beef. Ground beef, you just do it in a pot, mix a little water, and just kind of mix it around. And if you had taco shells, you could do that, crisp them up in the oven and stuff. That's how my parents do it. But it really just depends. You live in an ingredient house. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, whoever this friend of yours is, you can tell them, hey, I need your help. I'm going to starve to death if you don't fucking take me to the store right now so I can get even the most bare essentials. Tell your friend, they owe you a favor. And it's going to be me that tells them, even though I have no idea who they are. Oh my god. Or whatever the case. Yeah. Put the meat in the oven and cook it till it looks burnt. I don't know if that's how it works. And then again, you don't want to eat like a rabbit? No, we don't do that. Shit, we're not. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Pinnacle. I mean, it happens. It happens. But I'm sure you... I don't know how to... Yeah. Buy a kid's cookbook and start for... But yeah, get yourself an Easy Bake Oven. I'm sure that would... Yeah, if you could buy yourself an Easy Bake Oven, and it probably comes with something. You say it's all... You said that it's an all-ingredients house, which makes me wonder, do you have any... Well, I'm not going to... I'm not going to harp too much on all that. The developmental fundamentals. Yep. Always work on the fundamentals of whatever it is that you're trying to do. Like bunting in baseball. At least according to Hank Hill. But yeah. I don't really know what else to talk about. We could probably... Easy Bake Oven, yes. We need to... We're all going to pitch in and give Pinnacle an Easy Bake Oven. So that, and we'll make sure that it comes with stuff that he can make with. We're all going to get the Pinnacle dinner fund going. We got to get that going. We got to get everyone in the chat will get a dinner. I don't know how. I don't know how we're gonna... I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm just rambling like a moron. So... Yeah, hopefully your friend, hopefully your so-called friend will actually help you out with, take you to the store. I don't know how far it is. I don't know if it would be a good idea to walk there, but I know that there are some stores nearby that are in walking distance, but it's just, we're Americans, damn it. We don't walk anywhere, we drive everywhere. Only to find out that there aren't any convenient parking places. And then you see one, and then you realize that it's not even a frickin'... That parking space is not even a handicap parking. It's actually a special parking spot for... what are they called? God damn it. Hero parking. You know, veterans, firefighters, that kind of thing. And it's like a single, it's like one or two, like back to back. You live right on a hill going down in the heart. Oh, I see. Yeah. I didn't mean like tonight. I mean just in general. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the lions of the mountain, otherwise known as pumas and cougars. So unless of course we're talking about cougars, as in whenever someone is hag maxing, which is where a guy goes after an older woman. So I don't think those are the types of cougars that you're talking about. Unless they are. I'm sure some of them might be quote-unquote dangerous, but hopefully you'll be able to get some, even just a look. Yeah. And just know that we got your back. So yeah. You order from all those oh lord, nah. I mean, my mom does that because my mom doesn't like going shopping anymore because she just doesn't like interacting with the people that shop, at least these days. Although there was this one time we went on a me and my high school friends went on a camping trip in Kentucky, and we went there and we noticed that the Kroger there was much more lively than what was here back at home. So maybe that's something to take into consideration. But it's been a while since I've been out of state, so I wouldn't know if the situation's changed at all in recent years. But we're all with you. Everything will be... We gon' be alright, as that one song would say. I don't even remember how it goes, other than we gon' be alright. You know which one I'm talking about. Well, you may or may not know. I haven't heard that song in forever. So yeah. Yeah, your mom buys these delicious grapefruits for $39.99 a month. Is that the oranges and the grapefruits together, or is that separately? Yeah, I know that my mom likes grapefruit. We have this big watermelon on the counter too, although we have yet to break it open. Hopefully it doesn't go bad. But yeah. And then dark chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, we got dark chocolate and the Rod. And Rod we trust. Yeah. Only thing I know about dark chocolate. Well, I know what dark chocolate is. It's really just raw chocolate, but yeah, there's Ishoni, as the Japanese in Japan would say. Sans biche, as the French in France would say when it comes to being bitchless. Okay. If anyone has any other stories that they'd like to talk about, then I'm all ears. Or if anyone has anything that they'd like to recommend we'd take a look at, I'm all ears. It was a fairly slow night in terms of looking for stuff to look at. So there's really not that much on the docket. I mean, I could warm up with this Matt Rose video about AI trying to make school yearbooks. And then I see this other one about people trying to do things really high. And this one person went to McDonald's and asked for 3 McDonald's, which is about as vague as can possibly be. And then we got Brett, who's got to go swimming again. All right. Oh. Ow. Alright, but I don't really have anything else to talk about. I'm to make sure that everything's looking okay. I have to work on that timer that I was fiddling around with earlier. I was going to download a timing thingy, but apparently there's already a built-in one on OBS, so that's convenient. But it still needs a little bit of work so that it looks nicer. I'm hoping that I can put an outline on it. Okay, you know what, let's go ahead and move on. Yeah, you would DoorDash. Yeah. Yeah, you made mention of that $10 just for $10 for something that's otherwise already a $10 meal. But how would you compare? I'm guessing Grubhub is the same extra $10 in order to do that. Like I've personally never used DoorDash in particular, but I have used Grubhub a few times. I'm assuming that it's going to cost the same $10 as before. So, yeah, I apologize. I'm sure you'll... Yeah, but it happens sometimes. Yeah, there have been days where I have gone without dinner myself, but not because there isn't anything to eat, but because I'm too picky for my own good, and the things that there are to eat are things that I don't particularly like. So, yeah. It looks like we're both out of luck in that context. But we did have some tortellini, so I ate some of that earlier. But, alright. Your mom sometimes would have Uber Eats. Oh, you could do Deliveroo and get the Dubai chocolate. But, yeah. Let's see. Let's go ahead and try to warm up with this. This is AI trying to make school yearbooks by Matt Rose. And I remember seeing the thumbnail for this one, and it was a very, very, very cursed one. So, let's go.
Daniele Sacken popped some pics from their high school.
Another good old high school yearbook.
School yearbook online. Always fun looking back on who you went to school.
Bob. I mean, this one doesn't look that bad.
With there's Bob, Luke,
Luke. Yeah, he was the he wasn't quite the class clown, but...
Classic Luke. David.
David? No. The fuck is going on with his eye here? And this looks like how it could be spelt in German, but I don't think that's how you would spell it in German.
Joey and his...
Joey. That one looks fine.
Brother Hoey.
Hoey. Bope. Have you ever... Do you guys know anyone named Bope? It's not Hope, it's Bope.
Bope? Tep?
He's got that coconut head going on there.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, look, it's Gandalf. You thought it was Gandalf? No, it's Gandalf. No, at first I thought this was a earmuff for a moment, but I have no idea what that's supposed to be.
Scandal. Oh, shoot.
Silk. Frickin' Josh Peck looking ass.
What a turd.
Yes. Son of a Gynilm. I can't read that. It's all jumbled up, and I have no idea what's going on with this face. Stunky. The SS Yoon. Yes. Hair spongy. Yes. Okay, we have the SS Yoon, or is it Une?
SS Yoon, and of course, who could forget? Head.
Head. It's Nico's long... No, No, it's Queso's long-lost cousin, Head.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned, this was posted on the page Cursed AI.
Let's go, and we have a rainbow Taco Bell logo, so let's go.
Now, yearbooks. Plenty of requests for me to run a video on funny yearbook quotes, and I've looked in...
Yeah, Seth Egan. That wasn't like High School Musical at all. Oh, there was a quote that two of my high school friends left, and it was the Bee Movie. And that was the quote that they left. Not even a quote from the Bee Movie, just the Bee Movie. AI scares you. Well, I'm sure it scares a lot of people. Thankfully, Sora got shut down because it wasn't profitable.
To it, some of them are...
Yeah, no, I did not have a farm. Joe McDonald did not have a farm. O-I-O-I-E.
Okay, I like this one. Ella Adam. Oh, Lily thinks we're doing our senior quotes together. Lily Adam. Sandwiches. However...
Sandwiches, yeah.
One Archie Sims messaged me
Yes.
recently with the only true thing to put in your
Archie
yearbook,
Sims.
as a wise man once said, Skull emoji! Skull emoji! You are
No.
that wise man. Yes, very good. It can be
I am
tricky
not a
to know
skull
what
emoji.
quote to use, what face to pull, what you should wear in a yearbook. For mine at school, you could submit any photo you liked, and forebodingly, I chose this one of me dressed as a clown. But
Now, why would you do that? Daniel and the cooler Daniel.
they're teeming with personality, memories, potential, humanity distilled.
I don't even go there. You guys better not go
I
there.
wonder if those are things AI can replicate.
Okay, so we're going absolutely losing my shit at this Gen yearbook.
Absolutely losing my shit at this AI Gen yearbook.
Now, why does the A have a macron, and why does the I have a Karen on top?
Aiden.
Aiden.
Braden.
Briaden. Buddhist.
Botus.
Buddhist. I can't even tell if that's supposed to be a boy or a girl. Oh, you're an artist. Well, guess what? As an artist yourself, then you have more of a right to shit on all of this than anyone else here. So, yeah, we're gonna talk shit about this, and no, if you make an art, and I'm fortunate, and I have enough money, I'll buy some.
Does look like a Botus sport.
Buddhist. Bordis. What the fuck is going on with his lip? He looks like he's got cleft palate. Look.
Sports.
Borts.
Come along, Bort.
Bort.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
No, my son is also named Bort.
Buena.
Buinen. Yeah.
Shoeness.
Judas Aschalugne. Yes, Aschalugne.
Sheilagine. Jort.
George and Jort. No, Drake and Josh's alternative. No, the fuck. These beards are way too bushy to be like. Are they supposed to be high schoolers or something? No, my beard was never this bushy in high school.
Humby.
Humby? Is that what that said?
Buena. Shoeness. Sheilagine. Jort. Humby.
Hunby.
Class.
This. No, this looks like the lowercase Cyrillic B, so it would be Klarber. Actually, no, if I was to pronounce it with Cyrillic, well, first of all, the letter L, as we have it, is not in Cyrillic. They have a different one instead. But, never mind. Klarber. Champ Humors. He doesn't look very... His name is Humors, but he doesn't look particularly funny.
Hammond.
Hobum,
Boobum, Fooly,
Fooly.
Vertis, Broop, Hogby, Shimp, Fooby, and Foob.
So there's Fooby and then there's Foob. I should probably put my avatar in a different position so that you can properly see what we're going on. But if there's something particularly egregious, then I will move my avatar out of the way.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, these were all in the same... Okay, so they were all in the same class.
This one is by far the most normal and convincing AI
Okay, so this is normal, but we have Bortz over here with Cleft Palette.
generated yearbook page you will be seeing in this video.
Aaron! Where is Aaron? Apparently this is Aaron right here, and this is B Lake. Nah, you thought it was Blake? Nah, this is B Lake because he's too good to just be called Blake. And then Blavaki. It's like souvlaki, but Blavaki or baklava, if anything. And this is Dekis. I think that says Dekis over here. Dekis. I don't know how you'd say that.
B Lake, B Lavake, Dekis, Drake.
Yeah, Drake. Okay, so not even D-Rake, just Drake. Of course, they called... And then... I can't read what that says at the bottom. T-Ravik, I Nice, and I Hemes...
T-Ravik, I Nice. I am as an yeah. C-card.
Okay, Sika, Jessica, not Jessica. They decided to Elisen the I, so it's Jessica. No, she looks like... No, Jessica looks like Bonnie Taylor if she was a brunette.
Jessica, Isesniak, and Mr.
Isesniak and Mr. Garvey.
The haircut.
Oh my god, the haircuts are so... No, they look like something out of the 80s.
So good. Jessica has me skull emojiing.
Yeah.
Laglo.
Laglo. No, you've heard of Laszlo, but this is Laglo. The amount of... Yeah, the amount of art... Yeah, they all say that. Yep, if you're an artist, you know damn well not to fuck with AI, so... We're only looking at this. Well, this video is like a year old, so... And plus, this video was just to make fun of AI art, because you know damn well that it'll never compete with the true touch of a human soul. Lek. Gammers.
Amherst. Money. Louis Gaka.
Gaka. Yeah. There's no way they put a Gwake. Whoops, that was not supposed to happen. Put this back here. I meant to grab this. This guy's name is Gwake. Unfortunately, I have it cropped a certain way on OBS. It's Guake, which would be Gwake. But why the hell is there a goat here? And why is his name
Gwake. We all had that one classmate. Yeah, I think everyone in that...
Yeah, that one classmate who happens to be named Gwake.
Yeah, knows who that was. God, I hated...
No, Lek was such a fucking brown noser. He was such a teacher's pet. He's so much so he's got a double Adam's apple.
Lek. My grandpa's yearbook, the Bapshmees.
The Bapshmees Junior High class of 3. Oh lord. So 1903 is what he's implying.
Junior high class of 3. Schuber.
No, that's actually. No, wait. I thought we could read this Greek, but this letter isn't in Greek. This would be an E. This isn't in Greek. This is a Cyrillic letter, and that's a theta.
Oh, Elvona Chelf. Unknown.
Oh, Elvona. And an unknown man. Oh no, we don't know his name. Beware the fit nameless musk.
Man.
Do you remember Man? No, he looks freaking terrified. I remember Man. He was crazy. Are you kidding me?
Albin.
Obin?
Do you remember?
Oh, hell no. What the fuck is this?
Tom.
What the hell? Tonsils. His name was Tom. There's so... No, this is... No, low-key, this is actually kind of terrifying. This is something that you'd find in an old 80s slasher film. And this is something that, and this is probably some sort of, this is what you would find in It. This is what It would have looked like. Yeah.
Unknown man again.
There's two unknown men.
George.
George. That's like the most normal name that we've seen so far is George. And someone named Clump.
Glad.
Glur. Dark Chow?
Clump again.
Clump. What the frickin' Star Trek looking ass? There's two. I mean, it's not uncommon to have two kids with the same name in the same class. But.
Clump again.
And this one's no. This isn't Clump. No, unfortunately, I have it cropped, and it says Glump with two L's. Glump guy.
Glump guy. Clump again.
There's like four people named Clump, and then there's one person named Glump guy.
I had the biggest crush on Glur.
Glur. Yeah, Glur was always the sweetheart.
A pensive face emoji. But Clump always got the girl face.
It was always this guy. No. She just has a thing for bizarre aliens. She just had a thing for aliens, you know what I'm saying?
It's with steam from nose emoji. How did it come up with a phonetic spelling of elf on a shelf?
Is that what that actually says, elf on a shelf? Oh, good lord, there's no way. That's, no. I call bullshit.
That's amazing. What? AI is so far from what we fear it to be, Lamel. It's ridiculous. Oh, Brian Reed, my friend, we are
just getting started.
Just getting started.
Oh my god, I just pre-watched.
Wait until you see Jack Bobruck's Nana's old school.
Found my Nana's old school yearbook.
Grey.
Oh, wait, this is the thumbnail. Grey Horif. Yeah, I don't know what the hell she's sucking on in here to want to make that pouty face.
Herb.
Hello,
I'm...
This is Bia. Well, actually the R isn't backwards, but that's a Cyrillic B, and then that's just a Latin R. Clump was a famous popular name in 1903, yeah. And this is Girl. This is just Girl. I mean, she's pink. So of course it's Girl. She's got, I can't tell if those are brains or if those are intestines. It's probably both. I mean, so far, Herb is the most normal name here, because I know that Herb is a name.
Well, Gandalf.
Oh, and here's Gandalf. She just came back from Isengard.
Oh, Snake.
And Snack Licker.
Snake Licker.
You remember Snake Licker? He was always licking snakes.
Gandon.
Gandon, who has a dick coming out of his mouth.
Jeff.
Jeff, which is a very normal name, but he's got a big freaking bushy mustache. And then we have a second Snake Licker right here, who, yeah, looks like he's ready to lick some snakes, which, nah, I don't want to see nobody licking nothing.
Snake Licker?
And then this person has no name.
Name redacted. No.
The name is redacted.
Wonder why Snake Licker's tongue is swollen.
Yeah, you wonder if it's meant to be a towel.
And thinking face emoji. Herb indeed, man.
Yeah, man, that's not Herb. That's Kyle. He looks like a Kyle who goes, totally, and starts rocking on an electric guitar.
Who names their kid Jeff? Yeah, that's the version of the spelling that's most stupid.
That's what Jeff from Total Drama Island
says. Yearbook page from the 70s.
Oh, what the hell? No, this looks like this came from the... There's a tabby cat named Chupacabra. No, not Chupacabra, but Chupacabra Smith. And there's just this guy named Party Time. And we got the big Ragu, who I don't think he's related to the people that make the Ragu sauce. The Partridge Family, Zesty McMaster, Carsettle Menet, Zest Magodol, Hintley Smith, Samuel Bennett, and Party Time. Why is there a cat? It's Chupacabra Smith. What do you mean, why is there a cat? I thought that said Chupacabra, but it's not. It's Chupacabra.
Hence the Tash and the Partridge family.
Oh, partridge. No, I wanted to. When I was a kid, I used to think that the line was a pear tree and a pear tree, as opposed to a partridge and a pear tree.
Shirt, the big ragu.
The way he says it out loud.
Ooh, he stole every girlfriend I ever had. Zesty McMaster. He stole every five.
He owes me he owes me $10, damn it. Frickin' swindler ass bitch.
Bucks and party time.
Party time, yeah.
Party time. Yeah, the 70s. Hey, was a cat in there?
Yeah, to say hello to Mr. Smith.
Hey, that's a legendary Chupacabra Smith. And here's the night.
Okay, here's 1975. No, you thought this was 1975? No, this is 19,755. This is over 10,000 years in the future. And that's the senior classes here.
1970.
And they've decided to get rid of apostrophes and just put the ones place in its own spot and just put a space before everything else. Yeah, I bet she was.
Five, senor, yeah.
Yes. Oh, no copes. What the hell does this say? And why does he look so different from everyone else? It says, and it's got cozy. Cozy. Yeah, this guy definitely cozy. No cowpesque. That either says capiche or copesque. And what the fuck is Magic? That's not Magic Johnson. Why is Magic Johnson a white guy with a beard like that? Did he get revitiligo at some point? And we have Job Bobber, Ow Jobber, Cozy, Owesger, DeBees, Parker, Oprah News Network, or actually, and Urweza, the Giddles, you know what, and Bob.
Promising students, including Bob Jobber, Job Bobber.
Oh, I thought that said Job Jobber.
Bob, the Dizzlediz.
Yes,
Went by the nickname Quowsy.
No, Cozy. And this guy, Drake Bell looking ass.
I said no corpies.
No corpy. It's his magic.
And John.
Just John was a yearbook from 1960s elementary school. Wait, it came up with the coyote and lion.
Asked for was a yearbook page from a 1960s elementary.
I can't even read. No. This is not a 1960s elementary school. This is a horror film.
School. It came up with the coyote and lion.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that lion is ugly as hell, but the coyote's kind of cute.
Bruh, that group photo in the lower left is the stuff of
Welcome.
nightmares.
AI will never take over. Orchestrians? The hell are orchestrians?
Concrete.
Yeah. Oh, he looks like that. He looks like he's concrete related. Concrete Melvin would sound like an interesting nickname for a guy named Melvin who fell in some concrete. And so they just call him Concrete Melvin.
Sweet Melvin. Thanks, that's my band name now. Meat
sauce.
Sauce. Uncle.
Oh my god. Uncle Box Cutter.
Box Cutter?
Okay, now Jib Jab.
Jib Jab was my lab partner sophomore year. Do you want to see Jib?
Oh, look, it's Jib Jab, everybody.
Jab, goodbye. Harry Butts.
Oh no, what? Okay, now these are just Harry Butts, Dick Butts, Dick Long, Heidi Long, Amanda Lunn, Amide Loyo, Amanda Lintz, Mick Link, Mick Dickle, Rusty I want you guys to read this name out loud. Rusty, I'm just gonna say Coons instead of how I was about to pronounce it. Rusty Coons instead of the other pronunciation.
Harry Butts.
I don't know if that word would get this video blocked or anything.
Dick Butts, Dick Long, what is this?
Exactly.
Rusty Kunzes. Average.
Kunzes. Okay, that's a better way to say it. Average American high school yearbook.
American high school yearbook. Right, deep breath, everyone, and okay.
Oh, hell no.
I know there's a lot to digest here.
I just realized there's just a burger called Wendy. Oh my god, there's no way. There's just a burger called Wendy. Oh my god, there's no way. There isn't. Oh my god, what the fuck? No. Why? Oh my god. Fuck this.
Well, firstly, I remember taking Lyndon
Lyndon. And then there was someone that I thought was named Harry Potter, but I think it said something else.
senior prom. She was
Lyndon.
literally always holding those fries.
I bet they weren't even fries.
To be fair, Lungus.
Longest, yes. This is older kid from Invader Zim after he let himself go. Wendy was never. Oh my god. Nah.
Was held back. Had algebra 2 with old
Moth Accounts, which I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be McDonald's, but it says Moth
Accounts.
Look, this is Moth Accounts. Oh no. The kitty cat got scared by the doggy dog.
Oh, bam. I wonder if Wendy and Bodie are still
Oh, that's not Bodie. That says body. That literally just says body. Yes, Wendy and Bodie.
together, or if she really did end up with Elon.
Oh my god, Elon let himself go.
I heard she's with Harry now.
Oh, no.
And this really ain't your video if your name is Jeff.
Yeah, I noticed this too. There's just someone named Jeff in a bear mask.
Sorry, Jeff. Hey, let's look at a British yearbook to readdress
Oh, hell no. Oh, we're going to see a bunch of messy teeth, aren't we?
things. Who we got here then?
Or a bunch of Harry Potter students, basically. Jones, Smith, Slithe, Piss, Pat, Sluch, Mr. Tart, Willowed, Cleaneber, Agnes, Wedgie. There's just a girl named Wedgie. Clay, Beef, Lamb, Ride Cut, and Jam.
Lamb, jam, piss, wedgie. I mean, I'm not being funny, but I went to an all-boys grammar, right? And Pat, Slow, Willowgut, and Clippy Hebre Agnes genuinely look identical
No kidding, they're probably all related.
to 4 lads from my year. Not Mr. Tart, obviously. That's Youngblood for some reason.
I thought Mr. Tart was the teacher or something. Residents of Fish Food City. Is that like the next town over from Bikini Bottom? Or is that something from that Disney show Fish Hooks?
Residents of Fish Food City. I had some friends who went to this school. Gary Larry Jr.
Gary Larry Jr. What? You thought, yeah, Gary the snail got replaced by Larry. And then Larry got replaced with Jerry. Grandier. She looks very angry. Does she want to talk about it?
Lick Petunia.
Why would you want to... Why are all of their faces like that? And no, he looks like that he licked a petunia.
Aaron's Lick Petunia.
There's another one.
Gay Larry Joe.
Gay Larry. No, we have Gary and then we have Gay Larry. So Gary Larry and Gay Larry.
Oh, and Uncle Mike the second.
Apparently he wasn't able to show up for his photo.
I'm not sure I want to see Uncle Mike the first. Boy, don't laugh at Mike. He works bloody hard. Jerry's out there getting that bread every day.
Uncle Mike. I was about to make a connection to Mickey Mouse, considering the name Mike. Is this what happens when Donald Duck, if Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse were to have a child? Is this what it would look like, and its last name would just be Mike?
Reminiscing with some mates about school days. Ends up having a laugh looking at the teacher's page in our year.
Okay, the teachers. Lobio, McCows, Bone, McCrasson, McCrackerson, Edic Monson, womboing, wombology, the study of wombo. It's first grade, SpongeBob. No, wombo is the type of class that would teach wombology. Let's be real. And then we have Joybo, youngest, Smith, who... Smith's got some funky pigtails going on, and then there's another Smith.
The book, let's be honest, you want Wumbo doing your class.
Give me your angriest faces, kids. Yeah, this is Wumbo doing the wombology class. He probably knows Mermaid Man personally.
Over Macackerson, don't you? Smith seems cool though.
Yeah, an unopened bag of Takis. Well, if you want, well, if it'll get you through the night. Kindergarten yearbook photos, and let me guess, they're all going to look like 10th graders.
Kindergarten yearbook photos. Okay, AI, come on, sort yourself out. Give us some realistic pics to cycle through, yeah?
It's not gonna happen. Soko Latria.
Hey, Soko Alatria. Huckler Hisler.
Huckla Hislera.
Kick Lala.
Kickblow Sparn.
A spam. Kane Snoop.
Oh, Lord. Yes. Of course, these are supposed to be kindergartners, and he's got a fucking mustache. You got a pimple, and it's very... Yeah, I've had pimples on... No, what the fuck is this? No, look at this kid over here. I mean, all of the kids look absolutely ridiculous, but... I'm just saying. Nardotin. What the fuck is up with his teeth? No, look at this. What is this? No. And then... Hillo Bank. Why is one of them a freaking felt pelican? That silence that I just allowed to happen pretty much sums up everything.
Dora Surf.
Dora Surf.
Mork Halnan. Holan Crorotto. Nation.
What the hell is this? No, what the hell is that? Keseshun. No, I'm trying to figure out what the hell that's supposed to be, and I'm drawing a massive blank. What? Any of you would care to elaborate on what that is? It looks like something that you'd find in South America, I can tell you that much. Cock Danola showed.
Asanela say so. Oh, yee-haw! Sasa Bukes, I is all superlative.
What the fuck does that even mean, Sasia Biokes? Superlatives. I think that's just, I think it's supposed to say superlatives, but I don't think.
That's AI, for it's time for the yearbook page where we award the best of the best.
Okay, most ham-like, the best Womo pile. What is a Womo pile? And what is wanting? This is the best. Yes, this is the most ham-like person. This guy has the best Womo pile. This guy is the best at wadding. This is the best happery. Yeah, it's demons trying to break into our realm, maybe. But I don't know what I thought that said harper, but no, I don't think he plays the harp. And then this is a warist lawn. Not a forest, but a warist. And it's also a lawn. And then this is the Yorist yoker. Or roker. The Haddest Combinlets. The best Arab wing. I don't know what an Arab wing is. And then this is the class Amamtleet.
Best Arab wing? Well, we all knew he'd win. To be fair, he's Freddy's liked radical and...
Freddy's like radical.
Outgranding mathlete. Hads Combinlets, bit of a surprise. Ot Prudist Prinks, Faye Harry Beauty and Mum, and of course the much coveted Most Hamline.
Yes. He looks like a very... you could eat this guy right from the bone.
Beverly Hills Polo College, class of 95.
Okay. They've all... What the hell is up with their teeth? No, my shiny teeth and me chipped Scarlark looking asses. We have Nate, Ali, Krister, Bali, Wally, Dale, Habaxter, and Smiter.
There's Mr. Teacher down.
Of course, we needed a horse for the Mr. Teacher. There's Solly, Mr. Teacher, Hamburger, and Brandy.
And there, I shoved H. Baxter in a locker back in sophomore year. Good times. And of course, no yearbook's complete without recognition of all the groups and societies. A motorbike club.
Ooh, we got a motorbike.
Lampkins and Pink Pocket.
Yes, Pingley Pernus. These people do not dress like you would be at a motorbike club. They need leather jackets and, bearded men in their 60s.
Yes, the two big players in that one.
Who is Salt Lampins? That guy sounds like a frickin' jerk.
This looks like some Harry Potter shit. Horribly wrong.
Harry Potter on motorcycles, just like card games on motorcycles.
Still, I'm gonna name my firstborn Pingley Pernus.
No, don't do that. Scooter Club.
Birch.
What the hell is going on here? Shelt? It says Shelt. Birch, Shelp, Impotent, Hawir, and Herpistro. I don't know. This guy is very impotent. I guess we can say that for certainty. He looks impotent.
Keltway, impotent. A cutthroat row. Hip furler.
Oh, what the hell is coming out of her mouth? And why does she have two? She's got a wig on her. Oh no, what are they doing to Earl? And how is this scooter coming out of the frame? And this person is in between the frame. I don't know what the, and Hip Furla is missing a foot.
Maria Scapula.
Oh.
And Earl's just having a day.
No, what is Earl? No, we have Earl. What is Earl doing to Earl?
God, do you remember the Hurts and Teases Pickles Club?
What? Excuse me? No. That sounds like some Dan Schneider Diddy shit. No. Hurting and teasing pickles? How else am I supposed to interpret that, bitch?
Club. The Reggie Sauce
Yeah, the Reggie sauce.
Twins, Hurt
and real pickles.
Bisque. Yeah. I mean, this needs to be an album.
Yes, this is Uncle Turnstile.
Cover. The Junior Arsonist Club. I was in that, alongside the Wizard.
The Wizard. Oh, I just read that. Junior Arsony.
Britches.
The Wizard of Britches.
Jalries.
Jaries.
Reals. Andor. Hot Carl.
Okay, where's Ugly Carl then?
Enrique's Slagrathor.
Slagrathor.
And Pig.
Pig. Everyone give a big round of applause to Pig. He's probably got the best smile out of all of them. Oh, not that far. There we go. Much
Under
better.
the watchful eye
And who's in the middle?
cheeky grin of 1/150.
1/150. No. Why is this boy named Pig instead of this? This is clearly Pig right here. God damn it.
And the last society less popular.
Oh, Gummy Onions Club. What the hell is a gummy onion? No, I ain't eating no gummies made that I'm not eating any gummy flavored onions. No. It says Ami Psoriasis. Why is his name Psoriasis? And then we have Shrimp Poxide. I think it's supposed to say peroxide, but no, it's just poxide. And then we have an unknown man wearing a helmet that vaguely looks like the alien toys from Toy Story. Why was I drawing a blank on that? Because of the claw. Or in this one YouTube poop, this one old Toy Story YouTube poop, they say the cock masturbates.
The Gummy Onions Club. Chemistry teachers will never tell you this, but you can make shrimp oxide.
Oh, I didn't even realize that it would say shrimp. It just said shrimp.
In your refrigerator. Now this is uncanny enough that it could be fodder for creepypasta.
As if these weren't already creepypasta enough.
Unknown man gonna make some Reddit users pee and cry for 9 weeks. What is that? Scanned a few pages from my old high school yearbook.
Man, those
were the days.
Drake Bell cleans up nice.
I wonder where
Where is all the time gone? I remember each and every single one of these people. I wonder what they've become since then.
One is now.
I'm sure each and every single one of these people is going off to do bigger, brighter things.
Cursed AI class of 2023. One boss.
Wumbos.
Bumboss.
Bumbos.
Fat say.
Fat Sale. That's a skinny ass kid though.
Spub.
Spub. Cut boy. Apparently this girl likes to cut boys.
Boy.
Kungaid.
I'll. Clumbus.
What the hell? Shrek's long lost son looking ass named Clumba Sake. For sake of sake.
Take. Sinmapai.
Simpa. Harv Suni. Apparently she's Sunni.
Isani. Sem.
So Shrek and that other guy swapped outfits. Okay then. No name. Beware the nameless kid.
I'm a snake.
Oh, he's a snake.
Boog. Boog.
Boog. Boog. You mean the bear from Open Season?
Boog. Bog.
Bog. Clum. Yeah, those seems like the type of demons that would want to break out.
Club. Hi.
Club. No, we have someone named Clum, and then we have someone named Club. Hybdy.
Seal it, Ludog.
Seal it. I seen it. Ludog. I think it's supposed to be, it looks like Ronald Thump. And then Rogamped.
Camp. Stumped guy. Shunt.
This guy is very stumped. But he's not stumped, he's stummed. And he's Goomy. Shinte.
Hey, wise gnut?
Wise Gnud. Ramul.
Ramol. Gangbold.
Oh my god. Fat neck ass. Delame.
Lame. Smeal high on the
Smeal. And then Behu.
Ooh.
Dante Guare. Do you guys remember this guy, Dante Guare? Or is it Dante Guare? No. I'm at the point to where I don't even know how to react to these anymore.
What the fuck is that? Hello.
It's Casper. It's Casper's long-lost relative.
I am Dumpty Gugger, and I transferred here from a different school. All right, let's crack on. We've got a lot of pics to take. Calxton.
We're still not done, Calxton.
Scoot. Fart
Scoot.
face.
Fart face. Look. Do you remember Jaquavius? Look, do you guys remember Fart Face? Good lord. Yeah, he might think he has this perfectly coiffed hair, but he ain't got nothing on Yugimoto's perfectly coiffed hair, which, oddly enough, was the hardest thing for Kaiba to replicate in his computer simulations.
Very funny. Fart face. Yeah,
There's two Fart Faces, and that's Queso's long-lost sister right there.
how would you choose your actual name for these? Hello, my name.
Oh my god, another Casper character, and his name is Ramno.
It's Ramno. Well, you're friends with Dumpty, are you? Yes, yeah, I thought you might be. Let's move on. Oh,
Either that or it's the Michelin Tire Man, and then there's another Fart Face.
kids, for fuck's sakes! My Pepsi earbook was even strange.
Oh lord, we have Insect Woman. Well, at least it's right to the point, and Dark Lord Sauron. Dumbledoof. Oh my god, Dumbledoof. And what does that say? So Dumbledore got together with a white-haired anime lady, and then they had Dumbledoof. And then this girl is just named Meat. Nile, male. Kinet Laurel, lank. Cheese dueled. Dumbbot, Cheese girl, and she doesn't look a lick like Cheese. She looks like a white Nicki Minaj. This one's named Worm.
Oh, I never forget the time Dark Lord Sauron fell off the monkey bars in 4th grade and broke his arm.
That's how he became the Dark Lord. He was so upset by the poor safety standards of the monkey bars that he sought revenge on them ever since.
Wow, you pushed me. I'm telling my mom on you. So
Okay. We're showing off yearbook photos?
Showing off yearbook photos? I can't tell which one I was. That's okay. We'll go through them one by one and see if any jog your memory. Were you Kanchi
Lurio.
Lurao? Santa Coho?
Santa Coho. He looks like an anime boy. Or he looks like that his name is Coho. And this is just a haunted girl. She looks haunted, honestly.
Haunted girl? Cringe.
Cringe king. Yeah, if you were wearing a freaking hat like this, yeah, I'm pretty sure most people would consider that cringe.
Tinkerchow.
Kinkachow or Sinkachow?
Pikachu.
That is not Pikachu. No. This looks like that one character from Aqua Teen Hunger. No. Was it Aqua Teen Hunger Force or was it Squidbillies that has a character that looks just like this orange character with spikes on him? I don't know if it's Aqua Teen or if it was Squidbillies. It was one or the other. But that is definitely not Pikachu. My thoughts exactly.
Will you see?
C. I don't... This... It says C. Clearly some... Wait, this looks like an oxalotl, if anything. Either that or it's something that you'd find in the Marianas Trench.
An insane yearbook.
Yeah. Oh, we have true... Oh, wait. Look down here. We've got True King right here. We have Pillachog, Aunt Kaser, Seeker's She, Zucker Buckle, Zucker Winder, Mashed Potato Head, Nankid Seal. You remember C? Oh my god. And Ank Pockle, freaking Rango looking ass over here. And Night Frog, who isn't even a frog. It looks like that thing from Dragon Quest, right? The blue water drop looking thing from Dragon Quest. I don't know what it's called, but I know that it's a thing. That's what that looks like. Mashed Potato Head, and he doesn't look like mashed potatoes. He just looks like another Casper character.
This one, Night Frog's my favourite, which was Night Frog. Oh, God. And yet this wasn't even the weirdest thing I saw. No, that would be the yearbook photos from Meat Hole.
Meat Hole Community College? Is that where Meat Canyon graduated from? Is that where he got his animation degree?
Unity College. Melita.
Meat Hole Supreme.
Mo Supreme.
He looks like a meat hole. He looks like someone who would use Supreme in his name.
Metho.
Oh, hell no. What the fuck is he covered in? Meat drippings? Is he covered in gravy? Methyl.
Supreme. You had students.
Clungus. Deadner Dewerney. And Hlunderer Honvto.
It's like, Ganty Mercis.
Get that off my screen. I'm about to click off this video if we don't stop.
Unamuli, do you remember their yearbook quote? Ranchos and cornhole.
No I can't. What is going on?
Mice rat.
These are literal nightmare fuel. Mice rat. Yeah, it's a. Why do we need fucking this really is Meat Canyon. All of Meat Canyon's, he relies on flesh horror. That's his main shtick. And that's what all of this is. This is all flesh horror.
You're probably thinking, yeah, I see mice rat. I know that Clumbus ain't
Oh my god, it's a Plumbus from Rick and Morty, but it's a Clumgus.
too far away. And this unnamed
And this...
student with really wet and nasty.
No, that is not real human.
Real human humming teeth.
Humming teeth. Get this off. Oh my god, I can't look at it anymore. It's giving me the creeps. As if it wasn't... Hell no. Why does he have a mouthful of beans?
Wait, let's not end on that so you don't get...
Wait, what the fuck was that? Was that a dickhead? A literal dickhead?
Let's not end on that.
No, that guy has a dick for a head.
That's so you don't get nightmare.
And then this.
Post.
Okay, now this. Oh my god, we needed a palate cleanser. Oh. There. Okay, this one's actually... very, very cute. At least the images are. Possi, as Freddie Benson says the plural of possum is. We have Jeffrey with 1 F, Jeffrey with 2 Fs, Tates, Bob, Chungo. Chungo would actually be a really cute possum name, I'm not gonna lie. Tune, Tate without an S, Bob, Wilmer, Bumdy, Fleetus, El Boffis, Flossin, Spoto, Hufney, Steve, Roythus, Spto, Steve, and Gen.
Some yearbook. Now this is the quality content that I'm here to see. I am LeBoffis.
LeBoffis. Why does the yeah? Because they're posse, as Freddie Benson would call
I'm
them.
Chungo. I love
Chungo.
Spoto.
No, these are these are the types of names that you would give possums.
I would literally die for Bumdy.
Bumdy, Spoingus. Yes, there needs to be a Spoingus here.
What a mixed bag of emotions this video has been. And
No shit. No, after the flesh horror that you subjected us to.
oh, in a way, I guess
Well, in the wild, they probably lived for a year.
AI has captured the high school experience. It can be.
No. Oh, and we have... I don't even know what the hell these are supposed to be. We have this lady with... whatever this is. That's just a geek in a costume. This is a guy with a... and I don't know what's up with this guy's eyes, but...
fun, silly.
Broccoli Club. And of course, they all have to have broccoli heads, and it's just a bunch of cat people.
Exciting.
My friend Ronaroot and Steve Rogri. I don't know why. I don't know what the fuck. What did they do? No, they got my boy SpongeBob doing the
Dangerous.
Clam Bunch and Quiche Man and Kern Maham.
As Quiche Man here.
Yeah, that's Quiche Man, and he's getting run over by someone named Kern Maham.
Proves doll.
Oh, look, it's the janitor club. Is that supposed to be a capybara? Those teeth should not be like that.
Strange.
The Strange Phi Schools Club. It's an It's a Phi school, and it's an
You could drink.
Ted Lamp. Drink shards of glass too much. No, he looks like that he's just drank a whole bunch of glass. And then this is Turnt Shardy. Most likely to report for Neh.
Shards of glass too much, like Ted Lamp. I don't know.
What the... what the fuck is this? SpongeBob got into a motorcycle accident. We have Peter Griffin in the background, and then we have Steve Harvey doing his 1,000-yard stare. And then I thought I seen everything. Clearly, I've seen nothing yet.
Know what that is. Or you can feel sometimes like, oh, I swear I'm the only normal one in a class of
The only normal one in a class of freaks.
horrors. But hey, these are important to.
Oh, and apparently, no, this isn't E.T. Apparently, E.T. is what the other characters called him. Apparently, his real name is Shruik Kamut. And... no, E.T., if I were E.T., I'd phone home immediately.
Days to remember, so make sure to get your yearbook signed.
And then Fank Kick, you're a loser, haha, duck and stay weird, stay lil weird. Okay, is that... was this part of my playlist? Okay, no, it wasn't.
Even if it's just stray a little weird. You are
Stray a little-
Duba! Or
Alright. Okay. I might actually clip this. Considering all the bullshit that we just subjected ourselves to. Okay, that's it for that. What's the next thing? Okay, give me one moment while I regain myself after whatever. Let's see. I've got like 3 other videos lined up, although 2 of them I might save for another time. If anyone's got any suggestions, feel free to leave them. Either that or we can look at people trying to do things really high, which back when I used to do that, I would play games all the time. And my mom would tell me, I'm an enigma for playing video games while high. But it's like, no. Playing Breath of the Wild for the first time high was an experience. And it's unironically one that I look back upon very fondly. Just trying to explore everything. Just getting immersed. Play for hours on end. As they say, good times. But yeah, I don't smoke anymore, so. Okay. Here, if no one has any other suggestions right now. I've had this video saved for a while now. This was uploaded like several years ago. And this is The Man Behind DDR's Music by Rennie the 16th. And on the thumbnail is... Okay, don't worry, Pinnacle, you're good. But in the thumbnail of this video is the man, the myth, the legend, Naoki Maeda, who had been with the game since the very beginning and had been the sound director of the series from first mix all the way to Supernova. I don't actually remember when he stopped being the sound producer. See if I can look it up. And of course the wiki website is taking forever to load. I don't know if it's because OBS is taking up a lot of only 15% of the CPU is being occupied. You know what? It doesn't matter. I wanted to take a look at this just as something fun to take a look. Yes, take a look at this so that we can look at it. Yes, great grammar. Thank you very much. But yeah, but Naoki Maeda is the guy that had been the sound producer of the DDR series since the beginning, at least until after a certain point, to which the torch was passed to some others. I think the current sound director is Yuichi Asami, who had been with the game since like his debut was on one of the console games. But the thing about Naoki in particular is that he, along with Junko Kirishima, left Konami sometime after 2013, and so the 2013 edition was the last game that they produced new music for. But, well, if you've got something, Jackal, feel free to share it. But we can take a look at that after this, if that's okay with you. But I really want to get the inside scoop on, all the music videos are okay. Well, you can share them. If you share them with me, we can take a look at them after this. But we're going to take a look at the story of Naoki Maeda.
You know what? I'm not even going to do a padded out video essay intro because I'm sure this game needs absolutely no introduction.
Apparently subtitles are recommended, but I don't really feel like it.
Especially as the primary cause of what's called the rhythm game boom outside of Japan, and it being the reason of existence for so many other rhythm games that you know and love today. If you're playing a vertical scrolling rhythm game, chances are
I didn't realize that there was a Club Penguin.
DDR did it first, or it'd be more accurate to say Konami did it first.
Konami, yeah. The Simpsons already did it. That episode of South Park where Butters tries to do all sorts of evil... tries to do evil schemes as Professor Chaos, only for his little minion to say, the Simpsons already did it. You got back into a series on YouTube. Alright. Technically poppin', but Beatmania blew up.
With the release of Beatmania in 1997. Although this isn't nearly as iconic as DDR outside of Japan, inside Japan, Beatmania is largely the cause of rhythm games becoming so popular.
Yeah, but I mean, DDR and Beatmania and other rhythm games made by Konami are part of their Beamani series, are all part of the Beamani branch of the company, which Beatmania is where Beamani gets its name from.
Was such a success that Konami changed the name of the division that developed the game from the Games and Music Division to Beamani.
Yeah, it was called Games and Music Division.
Now, of course, the main reason.
Oh, and this is This is Drum Mania.
Games from Bemini became so popular is because of how innovative they were. They broke the molds and created unique and challenging.
And then this is Poppin' Music, Voltissimo.
Gameplay, and popularized a whole new wave of gaming at the same time. But there was one other huge reason for the success of Bemini, especially when it comes to games such as...
Yeah, outside of the US, nobody really knew that much about other rhythm games besides DDR, at least at the time.
DDR. Its timeless selection of music. There have been hundreds of artists across DDR, let alone Bemani as a whole.
And there's still new artists being featured to this day. I mean, there's been at least 2 original music contests within the past, like, 3 to 5 years, I think.
And if you ever become insane enough to keep track of all these artists, you may notice that there's one artist in particular who dominates in terms of contributions across Bemini games.
Oh, is that him?
Naoki Maeda.
Naoki Maeda, there he is.
The paragon of rhythm game music, responsible for some of the most recognizable songs from Bemani, a lot of which you may not even know are made by him.
Because apparently something that Japanese game artists would do was that they would never credit themselves under their real names because it was considered taboo, allegedly. I don't actually know if that's true. So a lot of artists will use aliases, and these are all of the different aliases that Naoki had used over the years.
Just how many different aliases he uses. As someone who'd been playing piano since the age of 4 and graduated from university with a degree in music, it was only natural that Naoki would, of course, want to begin composing, and his journey for that began in approximately 1995, when Naoki first officially joined Konami. At this time, Naoki joined the Konami AM division, otherwise known as the Konami Amusement Machine division.
Okay.
The division responsible for producing coin-based arcade games. Here, he worked as both a sound producer and a composer under a group called the Konami Kukeiha Club. Konami's dedicated...
Oh, I remember this.
...sound team.
Or at least I know about Konami Kukeiha.
At the time. Kukeiha literally translates to square wave.
Square wave.
It's a pretty cool way of representing the use of square waves for the chiptune soundtrack era. This club is also huge, having almost 91 recorded members come and go through the years, until it completely disbanded in early 2003. The club has had a hand in many of the soundtracks from the older days of Konami, and there are a few among these where Naoki was present and listed as a contributor. In fact, Naoki is listed to have contributed to 3 games released in 1995, the first of which being Twin Bee Yahoo.
Oh, yeah, I know about I mean, I don't know. I've never played any of the Twin Bee games, so I wouldn't know otherwise.
In April of 1995, a vertical scrolling shoot 'em up arcade game serving as the 9th installment in the Twin Bee series as a whole, as well as the third.
In the US, Twin Bee was known as Stingray.
Third and final arcade installment. The soundtrack here was primarily composed by him, who for some reason went under the alias, and Zoniku Maeda, as well as 3 others, 118 and Kazuhiro Seno, who's someone that also come to contribute some tracks to Bemini. There's also one other name listed here, legendary Konami and Castlevania composer Yamane Michiru, who didn't directly contribute to this title, but a work from the 5th Twin Bee game, Detana Twin Bee, was partially used here. The soundtrack itself was made to suit the upbeat atmosphere of the game, whilst maintaining the same level of intensity of dodging one-shot projectiles and shooting literally anything that moves. Twin Bee itself is a pretty successful series in Japan, so this, along with the 2 games he contributed to, put his foot very deep in the industry in only his first few years as a composer, with those 2 other games being Salamander 2, another vertical scroll
Salamander
shmup, and Taizen Tokaidama, a puzzle game based on the Taizen Pazurudama series. It wasn't long after this when he was noticed and contacted by a game producer from the Konami Computer Entertainment Tokyo studio, a subsidiary of Konami that was already famous for being responsible for the development of games like Gradius and Castlevania. The KCET team had an idea for a brand new game, and they needed all the help they could get, especially when it came to music. This is what led to the game producer, Yoshiko Ota, recruiting Naoki for this brand new project in early 1998 to work as a composer, and along with a team of
Okay, so this is where it all begins.
23 others. This game would end up being Dance Dance Revolution, released on September 26, 1998. It was
the start of a revolution.
In this game that Naoki made an unforgettable entrance into the rhythm game music scene. First of
I think he composed the background music for like the menu and stuff.
Well, Naoki was the only one who composed directly for this game and created Konami originals. The rest of the songs in DDR are...
Yeah, the rest of these are all licensed music, which I still need to make that supercut of my little weekly seminars.
Songs that have been licensed from various Dance Mania albums. The series of compilations mainly consistent of high-energy Eurodance remixes. The number of songs composed by Naoki also increased over time. In the original...
this was Paranoia was his first actual composition to the game, and it's made of... And the song itself is made of samples.
Release of the game, there was only 1 song made by him, but soon there was...
and then as time went on, he started making more and more songs for more and more games.
An internet ranking version released, which is exactly what it sounds like. And this came with 2 new extra songs by Naoki, all under different aliases.
These are all made by Naoki, but they have...
In other words, Naoki was responsible for 3 fan favorites, where he had 3 separate aliases. First, we had Make It Better by Mitsuo, a chill reggae song.
Yeah, this song was made because they could... Based on the way that this song sounds, it was made as a replacement for a different song that they wanted to add called Money by Raga Twins.
That's also infamous for having some of the worst step-in DDR history.
I have the video sped up since it's over 30 minutes, but the song isn't this fast.
This is actually a pretty interesting one because of its origin. In the location test versions of DDR, there was actually another song.
Yes, I think he's about to talk about it.
That never made it to the full release of the game. That was very similar in style to Make It Better, called Money.
Yes, this song. There was also a dance remix of Livin' La Vida Loca that was going to be added to third mix, but they ended up replacing it with a similar song called La Señorita
by the Raga Twins. I mean, just listen to the both of them.
I need some money.
They use the same key, have a very similar tempo, use the same instruments. I mean, hell, even the beginning sounds the same.
But they couldn't get I guess they couldn't get the license to use it.
I don't want to stir the pot, but this whole thing just seems like a get back at the Raga Twins. I mean,
let's go.
Even the title was called Make It Better, for God's sake. Because
oh man, okay, I didn't even think about that.
Because of the subliminal messaging and extreme similarities between them, it's very often speculated that Make It Better was made to replace Money for the original release.
That's my headcanon.
Unfortunately, I can't confirm or deny this, though I am inclined to believe it, and I wouldn't be surprised if there was some sort of licensing issue behind the scenes.
Well, hopefully this stream doesn't have any licensing issues.
That stopped Money from releasing.
Hopefully that this music is quiet enough.
After this was Trip Machine by Desire, a song that lives up to his name in terms of how
it's a very trippy song.
Tricky the rhythms are, making it one of the harder charts of the game.
And once again, I have the video sped up.
The composing style of this was a good way to describe Naoki's style at the time when he was.
Yeah, he's very rave and techno oriented.
A bit newer to this sort of music. This felt very experimental, and unlike today where rhythm game songs would usually have a very clear structure, this more just felt like music rather than a song. Hell, I'm not afraid to take it one step further and say it just felt like a bunch of sounds slapped together. It definitely did its job though, and it does sound really cool towards the end. The final song after this one is one that anyone that's played DDR even remotely seriously knows.
Yes, I remember this song being very intimidating as a kid, but nowadays it's compared to all the shit that exists today, it's nothing.
Why? Because this is the hardest chart of the game at the time, and because of that, it gained a pretty legendary status among rhythm gamers. Today, there's also numerous remixes and derivative works.
Yeah, there's so many remixes of the song, both official and unofficial,
as tribute to this piece of history. This is none other than Paranoia by 180.
And the song itself is made entirely out of samples from different sources.
Looking back on the song, my view on this is much the same as my view on Trip Machine. It sounds very primitive with the instruments and samples used, and if this were outside of DDR, it's likely this would have been glossed over. Naoki himself also states him being very limited in his ability to express himself.
Okay.
So, due to finite budgets and a lot of restrictions that came from Konami. But because of the gameplay, how unique it sounded at the time, and just how fast it was, clocked at 180 BPM.
Yeah, 180. Yeah, most of the Paranoia songs, the artist that he chooses is based on the speed. Now, technically, Paranoia itself is not a consistent 180. It actually fluctuates ever so slightly throughout the song.
This ended up being a classic among people that play DDR, and this is one of the most recognizable in the series as a whole, with even some known rhythm game composers today being inspired by it. Of course, no one could have anticipated the explosion of DDR across the world, not even Konami themselves.
Yeah, because technically, the way that it got so popular is that they made so many machines based on DDR Extreme, and then those got imported all over the world, even though technically it's illegal to do that, but it ended up getting that popular, and so they made a lot of console games.
So this put Naoki in the spotlight very quickly, though not as much as it should have thanks to the aliases used. As a matter of fact, one of the main reasons Naoki used aliases was because at the time, it was taboo for musicians.
Yes, I made this point earlier on.
In the Japanese game industry to be credited under real names. That's kind of dumb. Either way, here's a basic business question. When a product...
But eventually, he started using his first name on certain songs.
If you make unexpectedly succeeds, what do? Make more products similar to it and move...
Yeah, pretty much. If the demand is high, if people like a product, you keep making that product
as much as you can. And well, that's exactly what Bemini would end up doing. And since they would obviously need more music, Naoki was hired to be the official sound producer of what was originally meant to be a sequel to DDR. DDR's second mix, released in January of 1999, but his role would end up lasting for more than...
Yeah, and they made a whole bunch of others.
10 titles in the DDR franchise, across almost 10 years, with his role stopping at DDR-X. A lot of his...
Okay, so he was the sound producer all the way up to then.
Earlier works in DDR had the same fate as Paranoia, and were met with a lot of restrictions in how it should have been composed. But as time went by, he would eventually begin to be able to express his musical style more. In fact...
Yeah, I think he mentioned, Naoki himself mentioned that his favorite mix to compose for was fourth mix, because he felt that his musical skills were at its peak then.
The DDR 4th mix is the game where Naoki says he was
Yes, here we go.
able to express his music the best. With
Yeah.
this game having gems like Burning the Floor, Love Again Tonight, and the icon of the game, B4U.
Let's go. This was like when DDR Max 2 came out, this was the most requested revival. Jam, DDR!
This is a world of difference from his previous songs that we heard in the original DDR. You
Yeah.
can tell there's absolute truth in
And apparently it was because of budget reasons.
what Naoki said about his expression. It feels like there's so much more emotion in this than his past songs, mainly because the melody is much more developed now, and actually pretty catchy. And overall, it's a super energetic song, whose pace is perfect for DDR, and captures the spirit of dance in general perfectly. Bear in mind, 4th Mix was released only about 2 years after the first one. They were
Yeah, these were all released in rapid succession of each other.
pumping these out pretty quickly, and soon Konami would try and capitalize
I mean, these days, it'll be 3 years before a new mix comes out.
as an opportunity that would either take them to the greatest heights of success, or be a catastrophic failure. See, in late 2000, shortly after the release of DDR 4th Mix, Konami came up with a genius idea. The music was largely what carried games like Bemini, right? So, why not create a group of idols dedicated to
Oh, this is where B4U comes into play. Not the song B4U, but the Japanese idol, or the Japanese idol group B4U.
singing for these games? That way, well, first of all, they wouldn't have to worry as much about licensing, since they had another
Yeah, they'd have their own, they already have a lot of original music.
in-house source of music. And secondly, this would have a pretty big wave of butterfly effects. Initial promotion would handle itself, since all one would have to do is stop by an arcade machine and select a song by them to hear them. Then,
Right.
leveraging off that, they could begin making music outside of that, and have a much better chance of going mainstream. If this worked, not only would Konami have a world-famous pop group at their command, but they would also have the power to draw in even more DDR players using the power of this pop group. And at that point, well, let's just say DDR would go beyond even being a household name. Long story short, this idea was perfect. And so, Konami got to work. In November of 2000,
Yeah, there was a contest where they chose a whole bunch of girls to want to join a pop group.
Konami held a competition and scouted young women across the country, looking for a group of talent, ability, and emphasis. After many trials and tribulations, 4 young women would end up being shortlisted to make the final group. Kosaka Ryu at age 15, Shirai Shinoria at age 19, Komatsu Yoma at age 26, and Mai Harashina at age 21. These 4 were promptly signed to Konami for distribution of their music and put under the leadership of none other than Naoki.
Yeah, although most of the songs that are credited to B4U were made by Naoki, and the B4U themselves are the singers.
Only would Naoki be in charge of the management of the group. He would also be responsible for the composition and arrangements they would sing over. And this group was called Nothing Yet. First, a national contest was also held to decide on a good name for a group
Oh, I didn't know there was a contest for the name too.
born from DDR. And after some time, they decided to call themselves B4U. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
After their formation, the group wasted no time at all in getting a song out. They promptly released their first single, Dive, a super high energy J-pop based song whose instrumental is much to the liking of music in DDR. This song is said to have been promoted widely throughout the J-pop community, despite feedback toward the song being negative, according to Naoki himself. Later on in the DDR
Yeah, allegedly it was negative because they thought that the girls were too amateur.
Extreme Weekly Journal, Naoki goes into depth about what led up to the creation of B4U, with the single question, can we do something more entertaining in DDR that's never been done before, being the main catalyst for the idea behind it. This song would become extremely popular, without even being released in the game yet, and soon would even end up featuring in the 2001 Wasabi film.
Was it? Some other night.
Afterwards, this same song will end up debuting in the DDR 5th mix, alongside a bunch of new songs from Naoki himself, which he says in that same weekly journal was a bit of a turning point for him. Part of the lead up to B4U's creation was because he'd been working non-stop on music, and
Yeah, he'd been working on some other games as well, such as your DMX is short for Dance Maniacs.
he generally just felt unfulfilled with the creation of a lot of his works. In order to combat this frustration, Naoki started to listen to trance music, and opted to create trance, but
Oh yes, yeah. This was after this point that we started getting more trance music. No, DDR and trance music, along with Eurobeat and other forms of techno, peak.
way that sounded different before the 5th mix. This led to the creation of both ecstasy and insertion.
Both
Even
of
though
these
they have
songs are
elements of
bops.
trance in the instrumentality, they both have
And this song was credited under Naoki Underground.
higher BPMs than your average trance song, and a melody that develops much further than that. I even think you could argue that they're hardcore instead, based on their general soundscape and how pumped up they get you while playing. Either way, these are both super underrated songs from this point in time. After these two, he made
A song explicitly expresses your unhealed and
song
unfulfilled
that
state.
explicitly expresses unfulfillment. He just took all of his negative emotions and decided to pack it into
I can tell that they were made with that kind of emotion.
one track. Through all the frustration and all of the pain, what resulted was nothing short of a masterpiece. A masterpiece that restored his musical vision and confidence in the creation of his
Yeah.
tracks.
Oh, yeah. Healing Vision too.
And that was, of course, Healing Vision. The 5th mix was a time of struggle for both Naoki and B4U. Naoki was at the point of overworking himself, and B4U was under a lot of pressure to improve and adapt quickly.
No kidding, if they were getting that kind of criticism for being amateurs.
Especially
even though they sounded pretty good in the song.
After criticism about their debut song. So being able to make a song as common as this, in the midst of all that, feels like a miracle. Though at the same time, amidst the relaxing breakbeat, the atmosphere and melody of the song feels almost haunting, as if it were foreshadowing what would take place next.
Oh, and then we're getting into DDR Max, where everything takes a turn for the interesting.
Here's the deal. B4U would step up the game and continue producing music, greatly improving upon their initial debut to the scene in the next few DDR iterations. For instance, they released Firefly for the DDR 6th mix.
They need to bring Firefly back.
A song with a similar style to Dive, but with better sounding vocals and some pretty cool guitar riffs. Not only did DDR 6 mix have this banger, but this released alongside classics from Naoki yet again, with the most notable being
and then the infamous Candy Star and Max 300. I almost said Max Unlimited. That's a different version.
The infamous, the legendary Max 300.
That reminds me, literally the other night, I finally got a AAA on Max 360, and unfortunately I was having a very rough night, and so I'm very glad that I was able to get that out of the way. I'm unable to show my score for it at this time. Just know that I finally got it. And so that's 2 level 18s that I have a AAA on.
The top players, this probably wouldn't even be warm-up material, but back in the day, this is one of the most brutal shots.
Yes, this was one of the impossible songs back in the day. I mean, it's cakewalk compared to what we have now, but it's still very brutal. Especially for newcomers to the game.
Because of the patterns, but because of the sheer speed and stamina required.
They originally wanted this to be at 400 BPM, but Naoki thought that may have been too fast.
The song itself being clocked at 300 BPM. As a matter of fact, it said that Naoki received a lot of fan mail from DDR players, begging him to produce a 400 BPM song.
Oh, the fans wanted them. I thought it was Konami themselves.
For some reason.
But eventually they made a 400 BPM song in the form of Fascination Max.
Originally, this was what Max 300 would have been set at, but unfortunately, after development, it was deemed too difficult for anyone to clear at the time. So, it was nerfed. And even though it's considered fairly easy now, it still maintains itself as a decent challenge for intermediate players today. Max 300, without a doubt, holds a legendary status in DDR and Rhythm.
Yeah, and then they ended up making even more Max inspired songs.
And this is the beginning of a series of charts across the DDR series, designed still.
And then they recently created a new Max song called Superior Max, and it's the latest 19.
Only tests the fastest of players. Back to DDR 6 mix though, something strange happened in the game's song list. If you played through every song, you may have noticed that
they removed every single song from 5th mix.
There's a song with a familiar voice, particularly in the song called True.
I thought he was talking about the song list itself. No, this is Ryo Kosaka, who was one of the members of B4U, where she wanted to do some solo songs.
Which the game also has 2 mixes of, a radio edit and a trance sunrise edit. That's because this was a single by none other than Kosaka Ryu, the youngest of the artists from B4U.
Is she the young?
Already a red flag. Remember that all members from B4U are managed by Naoki, but mainly Konami, and they were meant to function as a group.
Oh, and so this ended up leading to some tensions. I figured that would be the case, like, in the back of my mind, but, you know.
So, why were members now seemingly being chosen to put singles out over other members?
Well, technically, some of the others ended up having their own special songs as well. I know that Noria sings a song called Love, Love, Sugar and another called Melody Life, and then Koma sings Ever Snow.
Well, maybe it's just a one-off thing, right? Hell, maybe Kosaka was just really eager about releasing new music, and it seemed like there was no harm in it. But this pattern of choosing the individual members for singles would continue, for some reason, throughout Bemini's titles for the next few years. Again, it seems like a red flag, but thankfully, everyone in the group got a chance to show off by themselves.
Yeah, everyone had their own little solos.
Or almost everyone. For some reason, Kosaka was frequently picked to perform solos, and by the DDR7 mix in 2002, she had 3 of her own singles. 4 if you count the different versions of True. Komatsuyama also featured in the
Yoma had Ever Snow, but this song ends up getting removed and it doesn't get brought back except as a cover by Jun Kirishima.
DDR7 mix with the song Ever Snow, which is honestly one of my personal favorites from anything related to B4U. One of the few times where, in my opinion, the instrumental and voice complement each other perfectly, courtesy of Naoki as usual.
Yeah, they end up replacing this with a cover.
Shirai Shinoria also had a track in Beatmania 7 style, an ethereal sounding hip hop song called Glorious Days. By the time the DDR7 mix released, the only member left out was Maehara Shiuna, who, in case you don't know, was the person who was normally depicted as the drummer of the group. For the time, this is all well and good. The group continued to release songs, with them releasing Graduation for DDR Extreme, Freedom for the DDR Party Collection, and even branched out into Guitar Freaks and Drum.
Oh yeah, they have a song from Guitar Freaks called Chikara.
Mania over the next few years. However, still, this model of picking singers for singles continued, and by 2003, bearing in mind that this group has been in prominence for about 3 years now,
yeah, they were doing concerts as well.
Shiuna didn't have a single to her name, and after releasing Shikara for Guitar Freaks 9th Mix and the Drummania 8th Mix in early 2004, she abruptly left the group. Now, of course, the reason for the
reports point to her getting married sometime before 2009, but what exactly is the real story?
departure is never confirmed, and she seems to have long left the rhythm game idolist life behind, so I couldn't manage to get a hold of her, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if she was actually being treated unfairly, to the point where she was basically being ignored for her own opportunities to create songs.
That wouldn't surprise me.
At the same time though, for all we know, maybe she just really didn't like the life of being an idol, and perhaps because of that, she avoided singles.
Yeah, we could we'll always give the benefit of the doubt in that case.
Point is, it's not on us to speculate. However, what we can be sure of was that her departure was the beginning of the group's path to ruin.
Yeah, because they eventually had to recruit new members in order to join so that they could make new songs, and this eventually became they eventually rebranded as B4U2 after a while. But most of the B4U songs that were added in Supernova and Supernova 2 end up getting removed and never revived.
On the B4U page on the Konami site, on the 19th of March 2004, Shiuna's departure was announced, with a note from Shiuna herself saying a basic goodbye that makes me believe it's not from Shiuna herself.
Yeah, why would she refer to herself like that?
As well as a message from Naoki, which essentially both.
Unfortunately, in order to support the new path drawn by Shiuna Maehara, we decided to call her a graduation for.
Goes down to, instead of calling it a departure.
I do know that whenever a VTuber is part of an agency and they decide to leave that agency, they call it a graduation. Apparently that's something, is that just a Japanese thing in general?
It should be called a graduation, and well, what happens when someone graduates? New members come in to fill in the gaps. Honestly, they were scarily quick to try and replace her, but obviously for a group as big as they were back in the day, it did make sense. As a result, Konami held yet another contest, looking to bring on board not one, but two singers to replace Shiuna. The contest was a big success in this regard, so much so that there was actually a tie for first place with one other person, and this led to all three of the members being brought into the group in July of 2004. Sotohana Risa, Arizara Miharu, and Minami Sayaka. This was the second generation of B4U.
Yeah, they became known as B4U2.
For you, next.
Or next. I don't remember what it was actually called. I just know that they rebranded themselves.
This was it. The ultimate rhythm game idol group. They had a lot of potential, and this time, B4U was planning on finishing what they started last time. They started off strong with their debut into Beatmania 11, Red, in October of 2004, with a new group song that was very similar to B4U's original debut, perhaps paying homage to it. This was
Kiseki. Yes, I know this song. Kiseki wa, something like that.
Seki. And not only did it find its way to Beatmania, but it also got a cool music video to go along with it, showcasing each member in full fashion.
Kiseki is Japanese for miracle.
The song was a pretty big hit, especially by the time it hit DDR machines some years later. And to put icing on the cake, this wasn't all Naoki accomplished in this game. This is also the same Beatmania that Naoki and legend composer
yes, this is Red Zone is a meme song, by the way.
Touch collaborated on to create the now iconic track Red Zone. Even if you don't play rhythm games, if you frequent the internet enough, chances.
No, after this, we should take a look at the This Is Patrick remix of Red Zone.
Oh, you've heard it at least.
But I might need to be reminded of it.
At least once in your life from the various remixes of it.
That one. Okay, I guess we don't need to look it up because we just had a preview of it right there.
Nothing beats the original though. After this, the group contributed a few songs to Guitar Freaks and Drummania, namely Scenario and Blackout. But apart from that, the group was actually
okay, these are all of the songs that the new B4U made.
Fairly inactive. This was because B4U Next was preparing for their second album, B4U 2, which they planned to release.
Okay, so it was an album rather than the actual name.
A while later in 2006. Their first album didn't gain much traction, so this time they wanted to focus a lot more on promotion. And Konami decided it was time to take advantage of the fact that the group was newly formed by taking them to their first ever concert, held in Zepp, Tokyo. This concert concert was
Yeah, and then one of those concerts got used for the music video for the song called Peace.
considered such a big deal for the group that it was also filmed and sold exclusively on DVD, called Before You First Alive at Zep Tokyo.
Oh my god. Now, how expensive is this DVD, and where can I get my hands on it? It would be a very, very excellent piece of memorabilia. Just give me the box art, if anything.
2006. And generally speaking, this is where the group would start to hit their peak, as the concert was a huge success. They would keep this momentum going by releasing some of these songs into DDR Supernova, and they also began preparing for a third album. Hell, these guys even had a song.
Oh yeah, they sang the song for, well, did they sing this song? I know Ryu Kosaka sung the opening to an anime OVA called Sky Girls.
Be used as an anime ending for the sports anime Major, which remains one of
Okay, this is a different one.
the most popular songs to this day. It was all going insanely well, and now all they had to do was release their third album, and they'd finally be on their way to a massive break.
Yeah. But the thing about Japanese idol groups is once their members reach a certain age, usually by the time they reach their mid-20s, then the groups aren't usually considered good enough to be like mainstream and stuff like that. And so they end up either disbanding or something else like that. And then what usually happens is that oftentimes former Japanese idol members will have a hard time finding a job because employers just see them as those cutesy anime girls in like sailor suits, and then they can't really take them seriously, and so it can be very hard for them. Yeah, no one in one of your favorite groups, they started to announce some of their members are graduating. Aw. Yeah, I know they do that for VTuber agencies. I didn't realize that there were dancing groups of our ilk. I guess that's to be expected.
Well, the album released on March of 2007.
Okay, the B4U3, breaking into the probability changes. What does that even mean?
And although the album itself wasn't bad, in fact to a B4U fan a lot of these songs should be familiar, the album performed far below expectations.
Oh no.
Debuting at 126 on the Oricon charts before falling off entirely after only a week. This ended up dealing a pretty big blow to the group, and it wasn't long before the group started to fall apart yet again.
Oh no. So it only takes one costly mistake to put the kibosh on something. You have a good thing going on for a while, maybe you've got like some product, and then it gets like one bad review or something like that, and then it can be all downhill from there.
First, activity started to dwindle even more than it already had. There were lots of hiatuses and absences when members were called upon. Sooner or later, Arizawa Miharu fell severely ill and was from there forced to leave the group.
Oh no.
Following this, Yoma Komatsu, one of the founding members, left the group in pursuit of a solo career.
Okay.
This only led to further ruin. Soon, Shiraishi Noria and Sotahana Risa would leave for unspecified reasons, leaving only Minami Sayaka and Ryu Kosaka as the last women standing. After cancelling a very understaffed concert with the now two-man team,
oh no.
B4U went quiet for months before suddenly re-emerging again with the announcement of another
So new B4U members unveiled.
3 new members.
Okay then. Sayaka, Minami, Ayan.
Fukushita Megumi, Tachibana Ayano, Nishiuchi Hiromi. Like, okay, I guess. But after these additions, Minami Sayaka would also leave the group.
Damn.
Due to illness. Even though there were
Illness.
new additions, the group was clearly still splitting at the seams, and it didn't seem like it'd be long before their eventual demise. They were given one.
Yeah, dancing vigorously in suits after 35 sounds like hell. I mean, if I was to do something like that, or dancing in a suit, it probably wouldn't even be a full suit. It would at least be a mask or something. I mean, what I really want to do is rig my model into Miku Miku dance and just do it that way.
Last chance though. See, soon the group would be bought out from Konami to a label called Gambit, a sub-label
Gambit.
of the Japanese label Giant, Avex Trax. These guys are
Okay. Oh yeah, gas, gas, gas. I'm gonna step on the gas. Yeah, Avex is well known, but then makes a lot of Japanese pop songs and stuff, as well as Eurobeat.
seriously no joke. Not only does Avex Trax house some of the most popular Eastern artists, but they actually have prominence in many countries internationally, particularly when it comes to music used in TV shows, with some of the artists that were formerly signed to them in some way, including Miley Cyrus and
Really? Miley Cyrus was with them?
Demi Lovato. Actually, it
Okay.
turns out B4U were already signed to Avex previously, with the release of their third album in hopes of getting more promotion in, but unfortunately,
Okay, but I guess it just wasn't cutting it.
that didn't go well. But again, they had one more chance, and
This is their last chance. Sayonara.
For that, they released a new album, Shangri-La, in 2008. They would also make a video to perform a single under that name, where they dressed a lot more.
Of course. Oh, so we had to do something like Miley Cyrus, who couldn't be tamed. She just couldn't stop. And I guess they wanted to grow up with the audience.
Different than usual.
I don't think they would. I mean, granted that the music video of Rain on Me by Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande is featured in the latest version of DDR, this would not be that out of place.
This is because of Gambit's marketing strategy, or because they just thought it would fit with the theme, is a mystery. But
I have no idea.
Regardless,
their criminal style. Oh, I see that.
This, along with the actual full album, ended up doing even worse.
Oh no, damn. So, from what he said, the little risque music video just wasn't cutting it.
Than the third album, with Shangri-La debuting at a shocking 221 on the Oricon.
And this was released in March 2007.
Charts.
Oh no, this was in 2008. And then DDR-X came out not too long after this, and that's when they removed most of B4U's songs.
And again, dropping off the charts by the end of the week. That was the last straw for B4U.
Yeah.
All activity would eventually cease, and soon the B4U website would go offline as well. All the members of B4U would end up going their own separate ways. And Kosaka Ryu, the last member standing who had been dead since the beginning, made a heartbreaking announcement in 2009. B4U was over.
It was fun while it lasted, even if it seemed like things didn't seem to be going so swimmingly, but no, it's like, I mean, there's a whole Boondocks episode about this kind of thing of Thugnificent going from bitches to rags. They got to see shit that most people never get to see. It was supposed to last 4 or 5 years, but it only lasted 2 or 3 years. But B4U lasted for much longer than that, but yeah. It lasted for 7 years, I think.
The way this group fell apart must have been painful to watch under the eyes of Naoki, especially as someone who'd been in charge of the group since the beginning and placed so much hope in the group's success. Although this applies to everyone involved, this is undeniably a huge part of Naoki's career, and he had no choice but to just move on from it. Luckily, he already had a pretty big venture into rhythm games by the point of B4U.
Yeah, he was already doing quite a lot of songs for multiple games anyway.
For use disbandment. In fact, not only has Naoki made numerous legendary singles by this point.
Bitches without bitches, rags to riches.
Naoki was also part of a group formed time ago, in 2002. Well, not really a group, but more of a duo.
Yeah, him and Jun.
Alongside a vocalist who goes by the name Junko Karashima, or...
Yeah, Junko Karashima, or just Jun, who most of the songs that Jun made in DDR are happy hardcore.
Jun. This was the group Terra.
Terra, yes.
Think of the famous Nanahira and Camellia.
yes, Camellia featuring Nanahira with their bass drop freaks and their EDM jumpers and all of that.
But instead, we have Jun for vocals, and Naoki's support of his compositions, and the influence is a lot more of a J-pop and rock influence, specifically hyper J-pop and rock.
Yes, hyper J-pop.
These guys joined up and made their first appearance all the way back in Poppin' 8 with the release of Stars, and from then on...
Yeah, there's 2 remixes of Stars that are in DDR. One called The Second Naoki Style, and then one retuned by Hal, who I know for a fact worked on Sailor Moon.
They continue to release more music concurrently with Naoki's usual work. Perhaps the most recognizable song from this duo was the song that first appeared in Beatmania 10 style, and was later adopted to DDR Supernova, one that many...
Doll, yes. I actually don't remember the lyrics, but it's close enough.
Feel nostalgic about to this day. Hyper J-pop number 4, Doll.
Yeah, this one.
This sounds like a run-of-the-mill anime opening, but hey.
Yeah, I mean, the genre is it's hyper-animesque, I think is the genre for this.
Back in the day, this is the kind of energy people needed.
Yeah, they made hyper-Japanesque songs, which are based on, like, Japanese traditional Japanese music, and then this is one of their hyper-animesque songs.
To start scratching their controller or stomping on their pads. Terra is also responsible for Hana Ranman, Flowers.
Oh, yeah, this song's a bop. I know at least half of the official Dance Evolution dance routine to this. What I want to do, I want to sing a cover of this song and I want to animate my model doing the dance to it, which I think would be a lot of fun.
Which has over 3.4 million views on YouTube. By 2012, Naoki was even drafted to compose for an anime opening for an old but gold anime called 07 Ghost. And here Naoki composed Aka no Kakera, sung by Suzuki Yuki and written by Kana and Noria.
Of course, this isn't the first time that an anime intro gets produced by a Bimani artist. I think I mentioned Sky Girls earlier. Then Konami was also involved with the anime Tepatopa Gurren Lagann, whom one of the Konami artists, Tatch, made the character theme for Yoko called Trust. That's still in DDR today, since it's technically a Konami original song, but there is still a license on the anime. And then many, many years down the line, two artists, Kuro and Asaki, would compose the season 1 opening of the first opening of Osamatsu-san.
Basically, by now, Naoki had a reputable career in music and composition, and he was very versatile with his style. Whether you want energetic dance music, chill and breakbeats, or J-pop, Naoki can and will supply you with it. All until now, Naoki had continued to produce for Bemini, making songs.
Yeah, he kept making, he made songs for like some of the Wii games, and along with a whole bunch of other spin-offs.
Song after song after song for various titles, especially, of course, for DDR. The aliases he uses for each of these songs are different every time. In fact, here's an exercise. Go onto Remy Wiki, see if you can find one song made by him that you recognize, but had no idea was made by him.
At this point, I pretty much know which song is Naoki and which song isn't.
And comment what it is below. I suspect if you played any older Bemini game actively, you'll be able to find at least one. Speaking of...
Yes, and these are all of the...
When it comes to his song history on Bemini, the songs keep on coming and keep on coming.
They just keep... And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming.
And it continues right up until the year of 2013.
Yeah, 2013 was the last year that Naoki and Jun worked for Konami. Eventually they left, and then they made songs for other games, such as Cross Beats, and they even make songs for Step Maniacs as well.
When suddenly, it stops.
Yeah.
Suspiciously, right around this time, Naoki had also made some cryptic tweets, alluding to...
I am accumulating power for a completely new departure. This summer is likely to be the rebirth point. At that time, I would like to announce a super surprise. I hope you can wait until then.
Gaining power for a completely new departure this summer in 2013. Eventually, some shocking news that you probably saw coming, to be honest, broke out. Naoki left Konami. This wasn't a sudden announcement or anything of that nature, however. In fact,
I'm guessing he'd been planning this for a while.
In fact, the weird thing about his departure is that there was no announcement from either party. There were no goodbyes, there were no tweets.
Oh, so it was just sudden?
Absolutely nothing to commemorate one of the most influential composers from the company. Or, on the other hand, commemorate the company that gave him a platform in the first place. Just complete radio silence. The only way people found out about this was when people began to notice that Naoki no longer...
Yes, the most glorious moments in your life are not the so-called days of success, but rather those days when out of dejection and despair you feel rise in you a challenge to life and the promise of future accomplishments. I want to make it more innovative, my creations, so I need to choose a future for it. Before that, I would like to thank you for all you have done for me. I really appreciate it. Of course.
He listed himself as an employee of Konami on his Facebook page back in 2012. This is where wild speculation begun surrounding why Naoki could have left. For example, a popular rumor is that Konami allegedly removed all pictures and videos of Naoki across Bemini games after he left, indicating some kind of fallout between them.
I mean, that did kind of happen with two songs in particular.
Couldn't find any damage.
Sacred Oath and Eversnow, their album jacket artworks originally had Naoki and Jun on them, but in DDR 2014, those got replaced with newer jackets that don't feature their faces.
Evidence of this happening, so this is like...
And then there's the whole thing with Kojima, and then later down the line, there's the whole Bimani sound team tag that they started doing starting in like 2018 and stuff, where all of the in-house artists would be credited as Bimani sound team, followed by whatever alias they were using in quotation marks. They have since undid this in like recent months, which I didn't even realize until like about a month ago. And one of the things that happened during this whole Bimani sound team thing is that like there was this like weekly podcast that Bimani does, where during that time, none of the Bimani artists were allowed to be featured in the podcast, or at the very least, their faces wouldn't be shown. But as of recently, they've stopped doing that. They let the artists be shown again, and now the Bimani Sound Team moniker is no longer being used, which I wouldn't have known otherwise if I wasn't kicked out of that one server.
Just a rumor, but at the same time, Konami is pretty well known for the treatment of their employees, especially their ex-employees. So, wow, what a shocker that would be. But I digress. Nothing was really confirmed, and there was, again, complete radio silence from both parties in regards to the matter. So the community was left in complete darkness for months. Later on in 2013 was when that tweet I showed earlier went out, when someone asked if Naoki could attend an event, which added a little more fuel to the fire, but again, didn't confirm anything. Until, suddenly, in September of 2013, a new article came out on a website called GameWatch, where Naoki is in a conference of some kind of a group of people. Okay. Announcing a new game by Capcom.
Yeah, oh, this is where Crossbeats comes into play.
So, I guess this was a confirmation that Naoki did leave Konami. It seems logical that his reasons behind it is just to pursue his own independent career, but just like last time with Make It Better, only Naoki, Konami, and God knows the real reason. As for what he was doing at Capcom, well, for the people that don't remember, smartphone technology really started booming.
Oh, was Crossbeats a smartphone
In
game?
the early 2010s. And of course, this is when mobile games for smartphones also began to gain some traction.
Yeah, and Subway Surfers be like...
More in this new wave of
I mean, that's technically Temple Run, I think, but it's basically the same concept.
gaming. Capcom took this opportunity to begin working on their first rhythm game and creators for mobile, killing two birds with one stone. And as you know, what makes a rhythm game is its music. So who better for the job of lead producer than only the legend himself, Naoki, fresh after leaving Konami. After a lot of teasing and development, this game
I've never actually seen gameplay of Crossbeats before.
eventually released on the 27th of November under the name Crossbeats. It was a simple concept. You would have these circuits appear on screen with arrows running down
okay, so that's what it looks like?
each path simultaneously into a circular junction. The moment the arrows reach that junction, you have to tap that junction. And if you have a circle with 4 arrows running into it, you have to hold that tap until another 4 arrows follow those and release
It's giving me Beat Stream vibes.
when those 4 arrows reach the junction, creating a release timing mechanic. For the brainlets, basically, it's a lot like Citus, but with a different aesthetic and release timings. This game had what it needs to be a pretty big success, since it honestly was a pretty fun game.
Has this game been discontinued at all?
And now,
Or am I thinking of a different game series?
he of course did really well with the production of the songs in the game, my personal favorite being Azitate. But ultimately, there was one huge issue that was likely the cause of its surprisingly quick downfall. It had a free-to-play model.
Oh, of course, it was one of those types of games.
Essentially, Crossbeats used
So you have to like buy stuff. Okay, it's one of those. It's a freemium game, as they would call it. And of course, we have to have Uncle Ruckus's theme in the background.
the ticket-based system, in which you start off with a capacity of 10 tickets, and each song, no matter which difficulty,
Dynamite Sensation. I'm assuming that's related to Dynamite Rave. Oh, I didn't realize that Slake was making music as well. Most of Slake's songs are removed from DDR, except for one called Mars Wars 3.
costs 5, yes, you heard me right, 5 tickets to play, which
Really?
means you only get 2 plays if your bar's full. Oh, but your tickets obviously recover, right? Well, you get
I mean, when it comes to your average rhythm game, especially an arcade game, you have to pay for it anyways, so it wouldn't surprise me.
1 ticket every 20 minutes. In other words, once you've run out of tickets by playing 2 songs, you'd have to then wait 1 hour and 40 minutes to play a single song. And obviously, if you want to do more than that, then you better pay up, my brother. Not at all bad compared to some of the more horrid
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, there are definitely more egregious examples of freemium content.
play models I've seen, but come on. This was supposed to be a rhythm game. These games thrive on keeping the player focused and in the zone.
He's actually making a really good point. Like, I know that, like, when I play DDR, I have to keep playing. If I pause for like even like 30 minutes and I try to go back and play, I'm gonna struggle a lot. It's normalized in Japan to gaslight employees to say pseudonyms, but Konami pushed the way of working them to insane levels. Even compared to other companies, it was bad. Yeah.
As you do something that breaks the player's attention span, especially when it's something they can't control, you should
Yeah, but I'm guessing you're talking about the whole Bimani Sound Team moniker thing. Thankfully, they stopped doing that.
be expecting to lose that player, and that's exactly what happened. A lot of people tried playing under the pretense that it was a completely free-to-play rhythm game, and unsurprisingly, got turned off by this scheme. As a result, it ended up flopping, and in 2015,
That's unfortunate, because this game looks like a lot of fun.
there would be an arcade machine to try and revive the series, called Crossbeats Rev. This seemed like it would actually suit the game's business model, a lot more than trying to market it to people expecting free gameplay, but unfortunately, the damage had already been done,
Oh, no.
and by 2018, both
Doing the whole Kojima stuff.
Crossbeats and Crossbeats Rev discontinued their services. Well, that was quick. Now,
And he's still making, Naoki is still making music for Step Maniacs.
what? Well, the most recent thing Naoki got up to was creating an entirely new indie studio
Oh yeah, I remember this.
called Unlimited Studio. It's still a fairly new one, with the only work being released there so far being Seven's Code, launched in October of 2019. Another rhythm game that was made as a spiritual successor to Crossbeats. This was actually fairly popular and looked a lot
Oh, this looks like fun too.
better of a game than its counterpart. But unfortunately, for some reason, it only had a 1-year plan. In other words, although you can still play Seven's Code, there's no more additional content developed
Oh, that's unfortunate.
for the game after October of 2020. After this, no one really knows what Naoki's up to. His last tweet was about Seven's Code's discontinuation, and
Oh, wait, so he's not actually making music for... I thought he was actively making music for SMX.
he's generally inactive everywhere else. Above all, I hope he's okay. With everything he's managed to accomplish, he deserves giving himself a big break.
Okay, I guess I've been mistaken by that. I know that SMX does like music updates every now and then, and there's usually some new Naoki song that gets added, so I thought he was making new music for it.
Or even complete retirement. I don't think anyone would be mad at that. That being said, I have
I guess in that case, it's licensed music then.
to admit, I never got the chance to experience Naoki's legacy firsthand when DJ
Yeah, I've never been around for that. I've only started really keeping up with the game since 2015, when I found out that Max Period was in the game.
was at his prime. I was but a small child after all, and we just didn't have money like that. But seeing all this today
I just didn't have access.
and learning about everything that Naoki's had influence on has been really fun. And there is no doubt in my mind that Naoki is a legendary rhythm game artist. Whatever he plans to do next, he has the whole community by his side, both young and old. And I hope if you're a younger rhythm gamer like me, you manage to learn something new. That being said, be sure to support Naoki and whatever he plans to do next. Links to his platform should be in the description. And if you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter
Okay, hold on.
for updates. A little warning for if you are subscribed. Videos right now are in a very they come out when they're ready schedule, since I'm busy keeping up with school and general life responsibilities. So I apologize in advance for any future huge upload gaps. The gap this time though was because I was just burnt.
Okay, that was a very
if
informative
I'm honest.
video.
So, yeah, sorry about that one.
Yeah. I didn't realize I didn't realize some of the stuff that was actually going on there, but no, I hope Naoki's doing all right. I'm sure a lot of people will, but yeah, that was very fun and informative, at least for me anyway, considering who I am and the fact that I play DDR all the time. But yeah. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. And if Jackal is still in the chat and you have that video recommendation, feel free to leave it. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's see what we got. He might have tuned out already. I don't know if he's still there. I'm guessing no one has any suggestions. I do have my little watch later playlist, so we could probably take a look at something from it. There's the concerning rise of addictive drinks. There's Beat Mania, the scratchin' DJ game that's too cool. There's DDR Max versus DDR Extreme background video differences. And then there's this video about how the Boondocks predicted Black America with receipts, and Frogan eating her legal defense fund. To be honest, I kind of want to look at this Beat Mania video. I'm pretty sure I've seen it before, but there's nothing wrong with getting a... I think I've seen the Beat Mania video once before, but there's nothing wrong with getting a refresher on it. If anyone has any suggestions at all. I think I can at least... What was this? There was another... I can at least load it up real quick, just in case I decide not to take a look at anything else. Unless we want to take a look at another Matt Rose video. There's this one about people trying to do things whilst really high. Either that, or we could do the one thing that I've been dreading to do for some time now. Let's see. I mean, if we're going to start with one video about how DDR got its start, what stuff do I usually like? It's just I've been hesitant to look at controversial stuff, even though I enjoy looking at dissecting that kind of thing. But if we're going to continue our quote-unquote history lesson, we could probably take a look at the game that started it all in terms of rhythm games. I don't know if there are any rhythm games that predate Beat Mania, or at least the OG Beat Mania, but I'm sure there are some. Yep. Yeah, don't worry if you have any. It just needs to be of substantial length, right? I need to make sure that I have a lot to talk about, unless it's a... Oh, wait. I forgot. I forgot that I wanted to take a look at a compilation of something, but I don't know if we want to look at that right now, or if I want to take a look at that later. But if I could think of something else, we could always take a look at this in particular.
I can't do it, so do it with me. You are the DJ, hit the key. Do it strong, bend the plane, feel the beat, let's do it again.
Let's go.
Get out on the dance floor.
Let's go.
Beat Mania is
It's basically a DJ simulator, and this is the OG Beat Mania, not Beat Mania 2DX. You know that it's the OG because we have 5 keys here, whereas 2DX has 7 keys.
Scratch DJ arcade game franchise that began in 1997. The game consists of scrolling notes, and you smash the keys and scratch the turntable with the music. And if that sounds familiar, it's because Beat Mania spearheaded what we now know as the rhythm game genre. And
yep, it was the OG, the very granddaddy.
That same team would continue to innovate on the concept with games like Dance Dance Revolution in the years to come. If we went through and talked about every single little thing that makes...
We party all night long. Yeah, we're going to be doing some DJ dancing right here. Cast out the current version of 2DX is Sparkle Shower, I think, and it's got a green theme. Oh, I forgot I had this tab open, but it took way too long to load. Yeah, the current version is the 33rd style of Sparkle Shower.
Beat Mania awesome, then we'd be here all day. So let's just do some bullet points instead, all right? All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is the aesthetics. Beat Mania's presentation is...
Yeah, but this isn't Beat Mania. This is Beat Mania 2DX.
Consistently experimental and interesting. Every single game has a different style from the last. This one's hip-hop themed, this one's in space, this one's themed like an airport. It was...
Yeah, they all have a specific theme to them. What's Sparkle Shower's theme again? Yeah, it's Sparkle Shower's theme is tropical cafe drinks. And the slogan is Hachikete Fureshu Sparkle na Shintaiken. I have no idea what that means, but it's fresh sparkles.
Always doing something new while still keeping the fundamentals intact. And the fundamentals remain intact through the 20+ years of content the series has to offer.
Yeah, we are currently on the 33rd version.
When you get into Beatmania, it just feels like this endless rabbit hole.
And there's usually a new mix every year.
Turnaround time on these games,
or it's a style, they're called styles, not mixes.
Was so insanely quick back in the day that,
well, at least 2DXs are called, the 2DX games are styles. The original Beatmania are called mixes.
Konami just banged out a billion Beatmania games, one after another.
Yeah.
Look how many games there are, there's so many! Having a quick turnaround time does lead to a lot of the older Beatmania games feeling pretty busted, and that's not always a bad thing. The jank is a trademark of classic.
Yeah, whenever I play Beatmania, the timing is very difficult.
Beatmania.
At least for me.
Yeah. The people that don't appreciate jank like I do usually end up
flashing lights warning.
Giving the game anyway, just because it's a genre trailblazer from before the new millennium. I just think the jank makes the games feel as funky as the soundtrack in this game.
No, the songs of the very early Beatmania games are very peculiar, to say the least.
Because the music in these games is very good soundtrack. I mean, you would hope that that's the case, considering that this is a DJ game where music is the focal point. For a large percentage of the first generation of Beatmania, the music was like just weird, like weird music.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's fair to say that it's objectively bad. It can be hard to defend sometimes.
And this is Salamander Beat Crash Mix.
It didn't take them too long to figure their stuff out. And
yeah, this is back then. And then we also have songs that go Jum Reggae from Jamaica,
like
something like that.
And it was pretty consistently good after that point. Okay, moving on. We're gonna talk about the control scheme. The control scheme is so cool. Like, the turntable is such a brilliant piece of engineering. I'm gonna do an IGN here and say that Beatmania really makes you feel like a DJ. The biggest thing that contributes to that feeling is that the game is key sounded, and that means when
whenever you press the key, it makes a sound.
You
basically
press the key, it emits the sound. So if your timing is off or you press the wrong key,
yeah, it'll sound very weird
or something.
Or if you don't even play it at all, you're not going to hear the sound.
Then it makes the song sound weird.
Yeah, like that. Was Funky Town ever in any no, I know that Funky Town was in a console version of DDR, but there's one more. Stop. I don't think, no. Oh, I spelt it wrong. There's not supposed to be a space. Oh, it was in Beatmania 2006 for North America, which I think, based on its release year, it seems to be for the PlayStation, perhaps. But I don't really know. Yeah, Funky Town's in Shrek 2.
Beatmania invented that, and it was adopted by lots of other rhythm games like Guitar Hero.
Yeah, Guitar Hero does this much later down the line.
You don't have to know anything about music theory to know when something sounds weird. Key sounding takes advantage of this primal feeling and gives you immediate feedback, and it gives so much motivation to improve at the game. Nobody wants to go up on stage and play the piano and just suck in front of everyone. When you're learning an instrument, you just practice forever so that when you're up on that stage, you're totally ready for it.
Yeah, practice makes perfect, as they say. Play that funky music, white boy. Yeah, that song was in Extreme 2 for the PS2.
Anything. That's what I mean when I say the Beatmania.
Or rather, a cover of it is. It's also in Ultramix 3 for the Xbox.
It makes you feel like a dang DJ. It feels like you're actually learning a musical instrument. But unlike a musical instrument, Beatmania has many, many different play styles for you to choose from. And that's one of the coolest things about the game, is that there isn't one single right way to play it. With Beatmania, there are no rules. You can play with the turntable on the left or on the right. You can just play without the turntable altogether. You want to play with 5 keys, 7 keys, 14 keys? Go for it.
Let's go.
Fun. You can position your fingers any
it glitched again.
number of ways. It's all up to personal preference. And another freedom that Beatmania gives you is how the arcade machine sounds.
Yeah, this little touchscreen is part of what's known as the Lightning model that they released for the 27th style Heroic Verse.
In the arcade, you're given access to analog EQ sliders so you can tune exactly how you want the arcade machine to sound in the arcade. How many arcade games do you know that do that? There's only one that comes to mind for me, and it's Beat Frickin' Mania.
I think the Sound Voltex Valkyrie cabs do that as well.
All of these reasons, and I'm sure many more, are why Beatmania is the flagship rhythm game in Japan. In the late 90s when it came out, it was stupid popular in Japan, like Pac-Man levels of popular. And it's been riding off of that residual success ever since. It remains at the top.
Yep, #1 ranking in terms of otoge, or rhythm games. And, and the #2, I think that's Taiko Drum. And Ongaki... Oh, I know what this one is. This is that hybrid bullet hell rhythm game. And then this is My right down there. That's My Deluxe. That's what that says. So yeah, 2DX at 1, Taiko Drum 2, DDR 3, Ongaki 4, and My 5. Let's go.
For the charts. Beatmania is the grandfather of all rhythm games, but despite how important and influential the game is, most people outside of Japan have never even heard of it.
Yeah.
And that's because sans a few experimental worldwide releases.
Yeah, they tried to make versions outside of Japan, but it just wasn't that popular.
Beatmania has always been Japan exclusive, and as a result, people outside of Japan have to jump through a ton of hoops to experience the game. Your first option should be to find out
if you live anywhere near a place that happens to have it. If you go to any round 1, there's usually a 2DX machine there. And it's usually updated to the latest version.
If you have a Beatmania arcade cab near you. Xenius iVanisher's arcade locator is a very valuable tool. If you do have one near you, then congrats. My nearest Beatmania cab is like an hour-and-a-half drive. It is quite the investment to go there.
Same here. Well, about an hour or so.
There. I know an hour-and-a-half is not much compared to people that are like, well, my nearest Beatmania is an entire country away.
No shit.
We can all agree that playing the video game at home is very convenient. My number
Yeah, and that's what there's a console version, there's a PC version of Beatmania 2DX called Infinitus, which I'm not paying for another subscription to that.
One recommendation for playing Beatmania at home is to acquire a PlayStation 2.
Yeah, there's a bunch of PS2 games.
Now,
I think the last PS2 game they released was 2DX 16 Empress Plus Premium Best.
Specifically a PlayStation 2 for a few reasons. First off, it can play PS1 games as well as PS2 games, and across those two libraries, you have a lot of Beatmania games to choose from. Usually, Japanese games wouldn't work on consoles that aren't from Japan.
Yeah, we have special things called swap magic.
But a PlayStation 2 can easily be soft-modded to permanently region unlock the console using Megapone. So it'll load in
Oh yeah, I was also thinking of swap magic as well.
any disc you put into it, regardless of where it's from, regardless of if it's a backup or not, it'll load anything, which is very convenient. And that convenience is very much appreciated, although it is overshadowed by Konami's ultimate inconvenience, that is append discs. Now, the way that append works is that there's a whole collection of Beatmania append games in which if you put them in...
You got a PS2? Do you still have that video recommendation, Jack?
The PlayStation, they won't start. Now, what they want you to do is they want you to load in your key disc like this, boop.
Okay, I see.
Close the lid, boot up your game, and then in the game's menu, you hit the change disc button, and then you can open it up, take your disc out, put your append disc in, and then close that, boot that up, and only then will the append...
Okay, and then this is the append Yebis mix.
...game work. Apparently the reason they did it was due to some legal kerfuffle with Sony where they were only allowed to release a certain number of games per year.
Of course, we have to deal with that bullshit.
But they could only do it if it counted as an extension of a game they already released, so they started making appends. I don't know if that's true, it's just a plausible rumor.
I don't think they ever did this with DDR, have they?
That I've heard. Luckily, the PlayStation 2 Beatmania games were a lot easier. There was no append crap. You could just put the disc in and play the game. Thank God. If you want to play Beatmania on PlayStation, there are a ton of controller options available to you. Here are the ones that I have.
Yeah, is this one of the official? Oh.
Right here is the ASCII Beatmania controller, released in 1998. It is by far the most common controller you'll see for sale.
Is it?
The buttons aren't very good. You have to press exactly in the center of each button.
Oh my God, that's got to be annoying.
In order to get it to actuate. If you're too high or too low, the button will just tilt instead of actually pressing. Their turntable doesn't have much texture.
Yeah. It's gonna sound weird, but it's not. Get fatter now, pilot. We'll see.
Which can make it quite difficult to grip with your fingers when you try to turn it. Depending on what condition it's in, the turntable can also build up quite a bit of resistance, making it even more difficult to spin. I mean, aesthetically, though, I think it's a very pretty controller. It's got some nice decal.
Yeah, you'll watch the later. Okay, take care.
You know, it's not too large. And the pricing for these things is unbeatable. About $3 to $5 before shipping.
Damn. No. Well, if it's gonna have low quality buttons, it better be $5.
Not $35. $3 to $5 before shipping.
And these are for PS1?
That is why I have so many of these. You know, this one's new in box. I have...
At least they're officially licensed.
Probably, I think, 5 of these sitting around somewhere because they're so common and they're so cheap. Very nice box, very pretty. I also have a few variants. This one is the TV Panic Original Premium model. It is exactly...
Oh, and what makes it premium?
The same as the ASCII controller with the addition of a distinct decal on the turntable.
Is that it?
This unit was never actually labeled for sale. It was used as a kiosk demo for
Oh, okay. So it must be a collector. It must be an expensive collector's item then.
a Japanese game store called TV Panic, which advertised the Beatmania PlayStation game in 1998. I asked around in the Beatmania 5 key community, and nobody had ever seen anything like it. I am convinced that it is one of a kind. I scored this thing
So
for $8.
really? Okay.
And I am very proud to own it. It's a piece of history. It's got a cool story behind it. I like it a lot. The final variant that I have of this controller is the
and then this one, Animal of Airs.
Animal
Disco
of Airs Famitsu Limited Edition. It's the first Beatmania controller to ever have lights in the buttons. You know, you see red on the top and green on the bottom. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, but is the sensor still in the middle?
Disco? Disco? Os ondib el puk bit nos en los nom gambio malco.
I have no idea what that's supposed to say.
I asked a bunch of people. Apparently the gibberish on the front is just gibberish. The
Better be gibberish.
story behind this thing is that if you bought a specific issue of Famitsu Wave magazine in the late 90s, you could send away for this controller. People can't seem to agree on the number of how limited edition it is, but I've heard that there are only 1,500 to 2,000 in existence, which I don't know if I believe. I see these pop up for sale all the time for relatively cheap. If it was that low of a number, I feel like I would see far less of them than I do. I got this thing for
They would also probably be more expensive.
roughly $20, and considering the
Well, if it's a limited edition, then yeah, that price kind of checks out.
condition it's in, it was well worth the price. Next up, we have the DJ Man.
Duh. Okay.
Now this controller is transparent plastic.
So a Mad Catz type thing.
It doesn't really work too well on the green screen. The chroma key, it kind of messes it up. So I'm just going to turn off the green screen for now. I'll turn it back on in the next segment. Show all your DJ skill now.
All your DJ skill, not skills, but skill.
Play with your hands and whole body.
And whole body, huh?
Let's cool now.
It's way past cool. Nah, you thought this was cool. We're gonna let's cool now.
You'll immediately notice that the buttons are modeled after actual piano keys. Every single key is lit in a weirdly pressure-sensitive way. Like, look at this. Look at that. What the heck is going on there? It also has a stereo composite pass-through, so you can plug your PlayStation's audio into it, and the turntable lights will glow based on the amplitude of the audio.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I was actually getting it to happen just by touching it. Just, I guess, because the noise of the cables is doing that.
Nice.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, look at it. It's doing the thing. I plugged it into the PlayStation. Now it's doing it. But that is not the only gimmick it has to offer. It has a 3.5mm jack on the bottom.
Oh, and you can, rumble something, whatever that says.
If you shove your headphones in there, it's not
Okay, it's just,
gonna do anything, because that ain't for your headphones. That's for the rumble wrist sets. That jack is for a peripheral that you strap to each of your wrists,
okay, I see.
and it rumbles to the rhythm of whatever song you're playing. And as far as I know, every Beatmania PlayStation game supports them. I can't even find a photo of the rumble wrist sets, so here's something that's pretty close. The only evidence that I could find of these things existing is from a written description on
Yeah, the wrist sets for the rumble pack compatibility. The shock from the wrist sets is mediocre. Not as good as the DualShock vibration on a regular DualShock controller, but it's pretty cool.
a Beatmania fans website from 1999. Kind of a stupid gimmick. I would much rather it just have a headphone pass-through. Kind of
Yeah,
like what the
that's what they should have.
DJ Station Pro has.
The DJ Station Pro. Let's go.
Some poor sap paid 7,800 yen for this thing. I did not pay anywhere near that much. 7,800 yen is not retail price. As far as I know, this thing retailed for 10,000 yen, which equals to around $100. This person paid
That's a pretty. We better be getting more for our money.
like
there.
$78. I paid $16 for this.
Nice.
In box with a copy of the game, which is absolutely sinful
And then this is second mix.
considering how good this controller is. So here it is, right here. Here's
It looks and this also it has a headphone jack, which yeah, if it was $100.
Here's the boy himself. This is the best Beatmania 5 key controller for PlayStation by a long shot. I absolutely love this thing. It has this gorgeous silvery plastic finish with
Oh, it looks really nice.
the glossy decal on the top.
It's a real-time dance music game. Okay, here.
This is the professional edition.
Yes, a real-time dance music game, hard and fat. I think they meant fat as in with a PH. This is the professional edition. It's too cool.
It's too cool. The buttons are all lit, also in a weirdly pressure-sensitive manner. Look at this. What's that going on there? They also have a very short travel, which I find to be very fun to play on. The
Nice.
turntable is raised up really, really high, and it's super, super smooth, which I find to be very satisfying to play on. And the gimmick is that it has two sets of composite ports. This right here is the PlayStation. You plug the PlayStation in on the left, and then this goes out to here, which is the headphone jack,
Okay.
right? and then goes back out to your TV.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty cool.
So that it can go out through your TV speakers. So that way you can plug in your PlayStation here and then have headphones and also go out to your TV. Brah! It's
That's
so
really
cool.
neat.
And the sliders right here, these control the
I'm sure that would have been well worth the $100 back then.
volume of your headphones. As you can see, it says headphone volume right there. And you would think like, oh yeah, the one slider is for the headphones and the other one's for the TV, right? That makes sense.
No, it's for your left and right headphones, you can tell.
But no, both of these are for
As a nerd who knows a few things about audio electronic circuits, some of the hardware is kind of neat.
your headphones. One is for the left ear and one is for the right. In what situation would you ever want one ear of your headphones to be a different volume to the other?
I don't really know.
That is genuinely bizarre. Like every time I adjust the volume, I have to make absolutely sure the sliders are as equal to each other as possible. Like
No
highly
shit.
recommended controller. Really, really actually good controller. Why are the sliders like that? Make this one for the headphones and this one for the TV. Don't make it each ear individual. Oh, I'm thinking of having my right ear be louder than the left one today.
Well, maybe someone's hard of hearing in their right ear. Maybe they hear better out the left ear.
I love you, DJ Station Pro. You're so good. And next up we have this thing.
Oh, what is this? Oh, this. I actually meant to mention DJ Hero, which was made by Activision in the same vein as Guitar Hero. I was going to mention that when he brought up Guitar Hero earlier, but I kind of forgot.
Wait, no, this is for a different game. Never mind. Next up we have what's known as the 2DX USKOC.
Let's go. Yes, and this is 2DX because it's got 7 keys instead of 5.
And that stands for United States Konami Official Controller. It
Oh, was this the one that was released for Beatmania 2006?
originally shipped with the United States Beatmania 2006 release, which I have right here. This was my first ever Beatmania controller, and I paid $130 for it. That is way too much, but I had no idea what a good price would have been at the time. Buying it was my gateway into the Beatmania community, where I would later find out that you can easily find these for as low as 30 to 40 bucks.
Oh, no.
I paid quadruple that because I just didn't know any better, but all things considered, it's not that bad of a
No, dude, if I was looking for something like this, I would definitely look for the try to find cheap options. I mean, not cheap in the sense that it's all worn and torn and isn't gonna work, but cheap enough that it works, but also isn't gonna break the bank.
Controller. And it has this pretty cool thing where you can pop this entire panel out. You take this little thing out right here. Take it out. Take it out. Get out of there. Oh man, it's really in there. Oh man. Oh, I don't have fingernails. I can't get it out. Screwdriver to the rescue. Boink. Yeah. You flip it around and you shove it right back in there.
Yeah, that way you can play it on 2 different directions.
Flip the whole
Yeah, bizarre, but the stereo balance control is definitely a thing in professional audio decks, yeah.
thing over. And now
Yeah, and then you can play it this way instead, if you're more comfortable with that.
your turntable is on the right. Always good to have inclusivity for Southpaws or people that just prefer it this way. I think it's pretty neat. Next up, we have the Beatmania Da-Da-Da controller.
Ah, here we go, and it's just a keyboard.
Which has a lot more buttons than you'd expect. Way more than the average Beatmania controller. So let's take a look at it. Yep, there it is. All these buttons. And they
Yeah, it's just a keyboard.
couldn't put a turntable on it. And of course, it only works with one game. Like, okay, thanks, Konami.
Okay.
Get it out of here. And now I will carefully put everything back in the box.
Let's
This
go.
controller cost me $45,000.
There's no way that you spent that much on it.
So that's all of the retro controllers that I have, but there are a few more goodies that I
You'd be better off just getting a regular keyboard.
imported that I wanted to show you. This is the Beatmania Pocket 1. It's
Ooh, here we go.
a
More pocket versions.
cute little LCD game from 1998. I paid about 42 bucks for it, but I was fine with paying that because this was sealed when I got it. This is all the original packaging. I don't know why, but I really like little old LCD gadgets. Something about them is really charming to me.
Yeah, something about them.
I've also got its big brother here, the Beatmania Pocket 2. This one I got loose. It doesn't have any of the original packaging, but I paid a lot less for it as a result. This was like maybe 25 bucks. They also had another way to play these games portably, which was Beatmania GB. It was all about making weird Game Boy versions.
Yeah, they had the Game Boy versions of DDR as well, and they had little pocket versions with chiptune remixes of Butterfly and stuff.
Of their rhythm games. I'm just gonna move these fellas out of the way real quick. There we go. This one doesn't have a plastic clip-on little controller. You actually have to use the buttons on it.
Oh, Lord.
For the 5 keys, it's, left, up, right, B, A, and start is to scratch. These had a very specific market in mind when they were created. One that doesn't really exist now. You can emulate the big boy Beatmania games on pretty
You wouldn't be able to do left and right at the same time,
much
though.
anything nowadays. So if you wanted to play Beatmania 5-key portably back in like 1998 through 1999, I mean, you got some good options for doing so. These are pretty cool.
I mean, these days, the best way to play Beatmania mobily is through the phone version called Ultimate Mobile.
I'm actually pretty impressed at how cheap I was able to get this game. I got this for $5.84, and that was sealed. Like, this was in box. I opened this for the first time. Next up, I've got books galore.
Oh, okay. The official guide.
I've got the Beatmania press mix as well as the Beatmania second mix official guide for the PlayStation game.
I didn't realize that you needed guides for something like this.
This was $11.
Now, how would you make a guide for DDR? Yeah, you gotta make sure that you eat right if you're gonna be moving your legs at 400 beats per minute.
Somewhere around there. And it's pretty basic. It shows like a lot of the
Oh, it shows all of the charts.
different charts and patterns and like how to play them and stuff like that. But the reason why I wanted this was because it has a copy of Beatmania original CD in there with one of the best Beatmania songs ever, Cat Song. I love that song. It's
Okay, which one is that?
really good. And yeah, I'm really glad that the CD was in here because that makes me very happy to have. It's a great little piece of history right there. But sadly, I did not get so lucky with the Beatmania press mix.
Oh no, the disc is gone from
the
that.
CD was stolen out of there, and that's fair. I mean, this book is from a long time ago. I imagine that they
someone has already used it up.
Their CD collection or something. It's not like a thing you leave in a book. Like when you get a bonus disc in a book, you're not just gonna leave it in there. Like, come on. So this book was made.
Yeah, but that other guy left it in there
To promote Beatmania third mix when that was still new and it was coming out. It's got interviews with a lot of the musicians that produce music for the game. It's got lots and lots of different diagrams for song charts in the games. This book was particularly interesting to me because at the end, it catalogs all of the merch. There's an ad for
and then there's an ad for poppin' music.
Poppin' music. I have never seen some of these, but yeah, what of these do I have? Well, I'll show you.
I don't have any of these.
I have this ridiculously bright orange Beatmania beanie. It is so gaudy, it is unbelievable. I got this for $37. That might seem like a lot, but hear me out. I got this sealed.
Yeah, see, if you're gonna get something sealed, then it's probably gonna be expensive anyway.
Opened this for the very first time. Now, this is from 1997. You don't want some dude's sweat hanging out in there for that long. It's gonna ruin it. Another weird piece of apparel that I have is this Beatmania bag with the classic hard and fat marketing.
Let's go.
That was so big in 1997, 1998. Every piece of Beatmania
and that bag is still intact after all these years.
Merch had this exact copy on it. But yeah, I mean, this is nice. I use this whenever I go to the arcade. I throw a bunch of water bottles in here and then sling it over my shoulder. It's a nice little thing. I like it. Got this for about $7.
All I take is this black Lululemon bag.
$17. That's about as much as I would pay for one of these that didn't have a Beatmania logo on it, so there you go. The reason I've been giving prices on every single item I've shown you is because it's very easy to overpay for these sorts of things. Like I mentioned earlier with the US KOC, I didn't know any better, and I ridiculously overpaid. In this segment, I'll be talking about where you can actually get Beatmania stuff without getting price gouged out the wazoo. Now, this segment is...
Yeah, they have some newer, more official ones that are pretty expensive, and I'm sure there's plenty of replica ones that exist that you just plug into your computer and play that way.
Sponsored, but I was going to talk about it anyway, and Bai was kind enough to let me say what I wanted to say while sponsoring me to do so. First off, if you're looking on eBay, you're in the wrong place. You're going to want to import your Beatmania stuff directly from Japan using a proxy service. And Bai is my proxy service of choice. This video would not have been possible without them. So what actually is a proxy service? Okay, so here's how it works, right? You go on bai.jp and you buy some goods.
Okay. We could probably move on from here.
All 2,000 yen off of your first time purchase using this link. And that's equal somewhere around $15. You can genuinely get a Beatmania used to do it on a real PlayStation. I really appreciate you guys. If you're planning to get a retro controller,
okay, and then we need a OG PS1
from Bai, make sure you're prepared to use it on a real PlayStation console. From my own experience, attempting to adapt retro PlayStation Beatmania controllers to work on a PC is a fool's errand.
I mean, there are adapters that you can use, but I'm sure they can be pains in the ass.
I've tried this thing, I've tried this thing, and I've tried this thing, and none of them have worked properly. People swear by this one. This is the one people recommend for Beatmania controllers, and it equally didn't work. The generic blue one was the closest to actually functioning, but the polling rate was so embarrassingly low that it tanked my accuracy numbers. The only way I've seen people use these old PlayStation controllers on a PC is by opening them up and hard modding them, completely swapping out.
Yeah, I do not have the skills or the patience to want to do something like this.
The control board with a fan-made solution, for instance, a USB Mani, but that's a ton of work, and the majority of people
Look, it's got a USB port.
Don't have the experience or know-how to make something like that happen. So the long and short of it is, if you want a Beatmania controller for PC, you gotta get one that has that capability built in. That's just the way it goes. And lucky for you, there's a lot of options to choose from in that regard.
Yeah, Istmal 2DX.
But the only one I have personal experience with is the DJ Dow Phoenix One.
Okay, and this one's what was the other one
controller
again?
For PC, you gotta get one that has that capability built in. That's just the way it goes. And lucky for you.
Yeah, Yuan-Con. Yeah, I don't remember what the official one looks like.
There's a lot of options.
They released an official one for for Infinitus.
There's to choose from in that regard, but
Yeah, the drivers probably only worked well back in XP. Yeah.
the only one I have personal experience with is the DJ Dow Phoenix One. The Phoenix One does everything it can to be as close to the arcade experience as possible. The buttons, the springs, the micro switches, the turntable, everything is arcade
Yeah, this looks pretty cool.
accurate. The Phoenix One is widely considered the gold standard when it comes to Beatmania controllers. If you're serious about the game, you're getting one of these things, no question about it. It'll run you about $300, maybe a little more depending on shipping.
Yeah, so these for the good stuff as well. I think Sound Voltex controllers are like that too.
They also very recently released the Phoenix One Plus, which is a little bit more expensive. It is hyper customizable in the hardware and software end. As you can see, mine looks a little bit different than the standard Phoenix one because I have customized mine. I made this custom turntable decal. I also made all my custom little buttons. You press a button on the back, you can open this little panel here, and when you do that, it gives you full access to all of the switches and everything in there. You can easily swap your switches, your springs, your buttons, and tweak it exactly to your preference. It also has that thing that
Yeah, I wouldn't trust myself to want to modify it that way.
most 2DX controllers have, where you can flip this panel over and then boom, you're in 2-player mode. It's that easy. But I'm gonna switch it back because I like it the other way around. Boop and flip-a-doo. On the software end, there's a ton of different controller modes, so you can make it compatible with all your different games and whatnot. Very good stuff. The thing is, if you're getting a Phoenix One, you have to be prepared to be a nerd. I'm a super nerdy guy. I restore arcade machines. Troubleshooting is my bread and butter. Maybe the same goes for you. But if you're looking for a controller that you can plug,
I want to be able to do that, but the the arcades I go to, they have policies. They have these things called policies, and they don't want customers fixing stuff.
plug and play and have it just work, then look elsewhere. When it's working, it's amazing. But from my experience, you have to be prepared for it to stop at any moment. I
Yeah.
got my brand new Phoenix One out of the box, plugged it in, and it wasn't working properly. My inputs and my lights would intermittently go out. So I opened it up and noticed that it got a little knocked around during shipping, and some of the quick disconnect terminals had popped
Well, at least it's an easy fix in that case.
off of their respective buttons. No big deal, you just pop them back on. Not so easy. Some of the terminals weren't making proper contact. I reached out to them in an email. They said to use pliers to crimp the connector a little bit more, and that didn't work. They said they could send me another connector, but I'd have to pay shipping. I didn't want to do that. Long story short, after a month of troubleshooting, I eventually got fed up and I just soldered
Just solder it.
the dang wire directly to the connector. A friend of mine got the same controller and had the exact same problem in a different spot. For $300, that is unacceptable. It getting knocked around during shipping.
Yeah, I'd imagine that being a problem. I remember when Dr. D first had the pad that I have here right next to me. I remember when he got his, he noticed that the panels, the acrylic panels, were all like slightly different sizes, and he thought that was not a great thing, especially for something that he paid $1,000 for.
Isn't their fault. I get that. But if the terminals are fallible enough,
They don't want customers to fix them because it's a liability, and that we would have to pay for it.
that they can die during shipping, they should at least include some spares in the box or something. Externally, it is fantastic. These buttons are unreal. The turntable is the best I've ever felt in my life. Maybe it was just a fluke between my friend and I, but my experience was negatively colored because of all the technical issues I had with it. Maybe you'll get lucky and you won't have any of these problems, but I felt like it would be dishonest if I didn't mention it. Alrighty, moving on. In this video, I focused primarily on the late 90s generation of Beatmania, and that's for no other reason than just because I really like it. It has this smoking hot attitude, this wild, funky
Yeah, I love you.
aesthetic, and a heavy overtone of underground dance culture. But Beatmania has come a long way since then. Today's video game scene is completely different than it was in the 90s, and Beatmania grew and changed with time. Modern Beatmania 2DX has the benefit of 20 years of polish, tons of quality of life tweaks, along with a massive selection of content, means that the franchise
Thousands of songs.
is more palatable to newcomers than it ever was. When it comes to buying
You definitely want to build your own fighting stick. Maybe out of an Xbox controller. Some rusty soldering skills.
controllers, you have this generational gap where buying an older controller limits you to only being able to use it on old games, while buying a new controller limits you to the new. I felt like there didn't exist a good entry-level controller that broke the traditional boundaries of strict button layouts and could enable anyone to experience whatever generation of Beatmania they please. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the project we've been working on for the past 6 months, the Mini. It's a low
B Mini.
profile mechanical keyboard controller primarily focused on Beatmania. Yes, it has a turntable, and yes, it feels amazing. The Mini does everything it can to empower the flexibility that Beatmania encourages. 5 keys, done. 7 keys, no problem. Poppin' music, make it happen.
Let's go. We've been popping.
Turntable on the left or on the right. Want to pop the turntable off and replace it with a button? What?
Oh, can we have this like Sound Voltex style where you turn one of these buttons into where you use the turntables as knobs?
Whatever, we don't care, man. Playing simulators, emulators, Infinitas, it'll do it all. Although it was heavily inspired by the Phoenix One, it is not an outright replacement for it. The Bimini was not created to be endgame. It was made as an accessible entry point so you can be confident about what to pursue further. And it comes in clutch by being significantly smaller than the average Beatmania controller, so you can actually
have to get someone with carpentry skills to make a custom box.
bring it with you when you're out and about. If you're interested, head over to our new website, kboards.com.
Okay, is that the end of the video? Alright, well, at least it's nice to learn about how rhythm gaming got its origin and its start. Oh my god. Part of my wrist kind of hurts right now. Okay. What was that thing that Jackal recommended? It's called Get Fatter Now Pilot, which I don't exactly know what I would expect from something like that. Oh, is that what this is? I don't think I've seen this before. Actually, it vaguely looks familiar, but I don't know. It gives us a very small look into 3 aliens, very big world. Has anyone else seen this before? This is a video that Jackal recommended to me. I mean, we could definitely take a look at it before we close off for the night. So, yeah, he said that he would check in the stream later on. The weight game fat. Do not get me. You better be joking because I don't. I think I've already made my sentiments. I've already made my sentiments known with regards to something like that, and I do not want to repeat them right now. So, I guess we can check it out for Jackal's sake. So let's go ahead and check it. All right. Okay, nothing too crazy going on. Just a guy getting ready for his day. It looks cute, though. Hopefully we don't get copy claimed for it, so I might have to pause every now and then. It's giving me 3D South Park vibes, honestly. But I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I don't know if this is it's probably like 3D animated, but it's also giving claymation. Okay, that didn't take long at all. Hold on. VTube Studio is glitching a little bit. Okay, then. Okay. Is this one of those things that it's all visual storytelling? Because so far no one's really said anything yet.
Did you see
Okay, here's some dialogue.
that?
Oh my god, what do we do?
I don't know, okay, but let's not panic, alright? Fear is the mind killer.
We're killers, Gilly. We killed that guy. He's dead.
The only thing you've killed is this vibe, okay? Let's not jump to conclusions.
We killed his vibe. It's not that he's physically dead. It's that he's stylishly dead.
We have to stay calm.
Stay calm? You're asking me to stay calm.
That is what I'm asking, yes.
Stay calm.
Yes.
Stay calm.
Yes, okay? Everything's gonna be fine.
Gilly,
Yeah?
this is it, you know, right? Our life is over.
It's all gone. It's all down. Once you kill one person, you pretty much kill. I mean, when you kill one person, you kill a dozen. Am I right?
We're done. We are going to jail for a long time.
Nico, for the last...
Judging by your accent, all you have to do is call a sand person a terrorist.
Last time, we don't even know we killed him, okay?
Even if we didn't, we ran him over, didn't we? Let's face it, we're going to jail either way.
Nico,
Yes.
Nico,
Yes.
I have a plan.
A plan.
That's
And what would that? Okay, Zim, what is your plan?
right. First things first, we need to determine whether that guy we ran over is even dead. That will vastly change what we do next.
Okay.
Probably doesn't even want to. Probably just wants to move on.
What do we do if he's alive?
We find out what he knows, see if he remembers who ran him over. If he doesn't, then we're off scot-free.
Okay, sure.
And if the best possible outcome doesn't happen every time?
Food for thought.
You're not gonna eat him, are you?
If he does remember us, big frying pan, I guess?
I don't know if he even saw that. It didn't seem like that he saw you guys coming.
I like it. And if he's dead?
He's not gonna be dead.
How long are you going to be in denial for?
We've been talking for like 30 seconds, okay?
Has it been 30 seconds?
And this isn't denial. I'm all the way to acceptance, alright? We're good people.
Sure you are. Right now you're bargaining with him. If that's what it seems like to me. It seems like to me that you're bargaining.
We've lived good lives. Something this bad wouldn't happen to a couple of good guys like us. Why would God be
I don't know. A lot of bad things happen to a lot of good guys, and vice versa.
so cruel?
That's a good point.
Eh,
What are we going to
okay.
tell Franny?
Whoa, man. Franny? Nothing? Face it, Nico. She wouldn't have our backs. She'd turn us to the pigs immediately. Her only god is capitalism.
Now come on, I'm sure if we explained to her the situation, she'd understand. I highly doubt she would betray us. We've known each other our whole lives.
Nope, she'd betray us immediately. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but it's just you and me from here on out.
Okay, well how are we going to get the guy in without her noticing?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Of course, and it's right by a bridge anyway. Are we gonna cross it or not?
Hello?
Hi.
Do you need something?
Yeah. I'm with, Nico right
Hi.
now. Nico says hi.
I heard him. Hi.
Franny says hi. And, we were just wondering if, you're at the house right now, or are you out?
I am out at the minute. Why?
Alright, cool, great. I was just wondering, cause, I was gonna cook.
You were gonna cook?
Yes.
He's gonna cook that body.
What are you gonna cook?
Well, I already just said it.
Cow, meat, beef.
Okay.
I think it would be better just to say meat. At least in that case, it's vague.
Well, I'll be back around 3.
Cool, great. So yeah, we should probably get going now.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll see you later.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
When you have...
Nika says bye.
I heard him. Bye.
I did it. Everything is going just as intended.
I don't know, you sounded very hesitant to say anything at all.
Time for phase 2 of the plan. We go back to the house. We bring him in very carefully so as not to hurt
And we got some amen breaks.
any more than we have.
Okay.
And to stop
Yeah, that one better call Mr. White. Yeah, that wasn't noisy at all.
bleeding, we bandage every part of him and inject him with a very large dosage of painkillers, so he is not
Oh my god, no, this is fucking... No, you don't do
in
this.
pain. Then we wait, play the long game, rejuvenate him in the basement, hiding him from Franny and the cops
Is that thing lodged in his eye?
until he's
That better not be shit.
all better. Tell him we found him on the side of the road, we don't know what happened to him, and we help bring him back to full health.
I already forgot what... Is that lady gonna come down here and see what this is?
Then we let him go, and we get off scot-free.
Nigga, are you sure? Are you sure we're going to be able to manage all
Okay, so this guy's black.
this?
We're just gonna have to try. If we do our best, then that's the best we can do.
And what if he's dead?
What if you shut up?
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Oh, was that?
Who could that be?
What if it's the cops?
It's not gonna be cops. Hello. I'm of the
Okay, so it.
cops. Here on an investigation.
He's that super cool cop that always gets the bad guys. Donut boy.
Mind if I come in? Do I?
Yes, I mind. Do you have a warrant, bitch?
No. Can I get you anything? Me?
That's not even your house.
Milk, please? Good boy.
Why are you letting this guy rummage through your fridge? Shouldn't you be getting your own milk, you lazy bum? Who stores milk in the freezer? The freezer is usually the top part. That sounded more like a soda than a milk.
So we had a call in today about a missing person. Last seen around 8 a.m. heading to work by his wife.
Uh-oh, they're about to get found out.
He's reported absent from work, and his wife started to get very worried. Reported him missing at 11 a.m. Very quick, if I have to say. He's only been missing a few hours. He probably turned up by midday. But I guess his wife is the type to worry a lot, you know? Thinks that,
You would think that she would think that he's at work, but apparently the workplace didn't see him either.
Another minute that goes by
Unless I wasn't paying attention.
is another minute he could be dying. So, you know I have to do my duty. So that's why I'm out looking for him. Patrolling the neighborhood, looking for people to question. That's when your house caught my eye. The car outside, its front bumper is completely covered in blood.
Oh no, they didn't wash it off.
It is? I didn't notice. You know, I mean, the car's red.
The car is red.
Are you
No, it's clearly the paint that's melting in the sun.
accusing me of something?
Are you accusing me of something? Well, the way I see it, there are 3 possibilities. 1, you killed him. 2, you killed him. Or 3, you killed him.
Driving in the woods and I hit a deer, but I didn't know I made it bleed. Really?
Where I live, if you hit a deer, you have to report it.
There are roads in the woods, are there? Roads with woods on either side?
Well, there's the concept of a deer crossing.
Yes. I feel I should tell you, Mr. Gilly. This actually, isn't my department, missing persons, but, you know what the mayor is doing? Redistributing the precinct's budget? Severely understaffed. Yeah, that mayor is such a dickhead. Do you know what they call
You can say the same thing about other places.
me? Gilly?
No.
They call me the Alien Hunter.
Okay, in the description, it said that these characters over there were aliens.
Aliens are real? Do you mean like illegal aliens? Like immigrants? No, I don't mean immigrants. Calling people aliens is dehumanizing. No. I'm
But I want to be an alien.
talking about aliens.
These guys definitely didn't watch Pulp Fiction. I've seen Pulp Fiction maybe once when I was at a friend's house, but I barely remember it. The only scene of Pulp Fiction that I know was the English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Real aliens.
Oh, I get it now. This is Dib Membrane when he's all grown up, and Gilly is secretly Zim.
ETS. Third kind shit. Xenomorph. Fucks. Right. Okay, Mr. Cop, sir.
You see this green skin? It's a skin condition. Only this time Zim has ears.
Those are all movies? I mean, have you actually ever hunted an alien? Psh, have I ever? You think I got this name because I didn't hunt any aliens? I got this name because
He's even got Dib's eyes.
I earned it. So you've actually hunted aliens? Of course I've actually hunted aliens. I admit, I haven't found an alien since the 90s, which was kind of the peak for alien activity. Oh,
Was the 90s the peak?
yeah, but it's been real quiet since. Have I been getting sloppy, or have they? been getting more crafty. So let me get this straight. You were sent out to find a missing person, and you think, what? It has something to do with aliens? Do you think I'm harboring an alien?
Okay, no, he's actually doing this pretty well.
Have you seen American Dad?
Oh, Lord, okay.
Oh my god. That alien.
Oh. Yeah. His name is Roger. He likes to eat these protein bars that are supposed to substitute a meal, but he just likes to have them as a snack. And don't remind him of the time that he spent $700 to steal $10 gloves. He'll just tell you, shut up!
What's his name? Roger? He's always wearing disguise.
And then, I already forgot this guy's name, but he's the black one, even though he's blue.
And no one ever notices. No one sees through his disguise.
He wears multiple disguises, such as Abigail Lemon Party or Ricky Spanish.
If I was in that show, that alien would have been a head on a stick before you got to the second season. Yes. Tell me, Gilly, what are those big spiky things protruding out of your head? Oh.
It's part of his skin condition.
Oh, what? Are you really suggesting that I'm an alien?
Actually, those are traffic cones that he painted green and put on his head as a fashion statement.
Are you serious? You think I'm in some disguise? You think this is a wig? You think I came down on my mothership and kidnapped that man so I could mutilate his I think all of that. Except one part. I think that's your real hair. But I don't trust you, alright? There is definitely...
Well, I don't trust you. You got this Ned Flanders mustache.
Something off about you. Yeah, well, this milk is off. It's your milk. I think you are responsible for it turning sour. Mr. Cop, sir, I have no idea on the whereabouts of this missing person that you haven't even told me the name of. And I'm extremely disrespected that you would assume I'm an alien of no basis whatsoever. I suggest you leave now and stop looking for aliens and start looking for real people who are actually missing. Or maybe, I don't know, get your life together? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Well, guess what, bub? You might not be an alien, but there's definitely something fishy in this town. I can smell it. And sure, I could...
I bet it's smelling right now.
Look for that missing person and find him. But when the aliens come and attack, I managed to let one of its lackeys report back to Star Command, and we all get exterminated. I'll think to myself, I should have found...
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
And that alien. Quick question. Are you the only person in this case? Yep. Awesome sauce.
Does anyone still use awesome sauce anymore?
Here we are, right in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. This town is chew me.
Wait, didn't they censor fuck earlier?
Yup, and spit me out more times than I can remember. And yet, I'll keep coming back.
It's been 10 years since I left my life of crime. I just couldn't bear what he was doing to me, to my family.
What was he doing?
My mom.
Every time I turn...
Oh, that voice gave me Eric Cartman vibes.
In a way, I see that town in my restless dreams. So I always come back, looking for answers when I don't find them at the end of a bottle.
No.
I'm confused by what's going on. Is this a flashback?
Here I am. I've sacrificed everything, and I'm back to square one. Everyone thinks I'm just a new recruit, the square. He only plays by the rules, Captain's pet.
They said I was too much of a loose cannon for the Force, yet they always need me back when there's a case they can't solve. Another missing person.
They don't know me. No one knows me.
That's what they
I don't even
all
know
say.
Myself. I feel like I'm living two lives.
My brain is telling me it's just another missing persons case. It happens all the time. But my gut is telling me there's something bigger at play here.
I can convince myself all I want, that I'm just a inexperienced constable. But I know deep down, I'm just a thug playing dress up. Someone pretending to be someone else. I can never tell my partner who I used to be. He'd never understand.
That moron cop thinks aliens. But I have a hankering...
Oh, so this is Wait, I'm confused as to when this is taking place. Is this taking place after... Did he steal their...
That the man responsible for kidnapping that
No, I don't know what's going on now.
guy was the same man who killed my wife.
What?
Crazy Mo.
I don't know what kind of man this is. I don't know.
Well, I don't know because it's all in black and white.
Oh, what kind of man this is?
Hey, let's bounce. We got work to do.
You guys gonna pay?
Yeah, just put it on our tab.
Johnny Jambo.
Enrico Baby Hands Silvino.
Chills. And we've got a case to solve.
So they've just been sitting on the couch.
I just can't bear this anymore, and I can't live on like this. He was my whole world, and
Oh, was that the man's wife?
he's gone, and I feel incomplete. We make a hole.
Well, you see, there is your first.
Okay, so they're masquerading as... I still have no idea what's going on.
Problem. I mean, you make a hole, so what does that make you? Half a person. That's no way to see yourself. He is merely the wind beneath your sails. But you, ma'am, are the whole frickin' boat.
No.
Yes!
No, I'm not.
No.
Mrs. Denning, I need you to be strong for us. Be strong for him.
What if he's dead?
Dead. Being a pessimist is a very ugly color on you.
What the hell does that even mean?
We don't think he's dead.
Do you know where he is?
Says the guy who's blue.
No.
No, but we're on the lookout, okay?
Okay, so they are masquerading as detectives.
We are working round the clock, day and night, to find him.
And what happened to the other guy? I see that he has his mustache.
Where have you looked?
This diner. And after this,
That's a diner?
we're gonna go look in a shopping center.
What are your badge numbers?
4, 5,
9,
6,
12,
3, 2,
6,
1, 0.
0, 1. Mr. Denning, please don't die. I don't care about getting caught or going to prison. I just want you to be okay. Your wife really misses you. Please don't disappoint her.
Why don't you take the bandages off?
Nico, what time is it?
What time is it? And it said 3. 15.
It's 3 o'clock! Franny's coming home!
Well, at least he knows the conversion.
I'm home.
Oh, and there she is. What the hell is that thing? No, my avatar is in the way. What is this? And why does it have those teeth? I'm just saying.
Everyone, welcome Freddy home.
No, what are these and why are they here?
Franny! Francine! Franny Stan! How the devil
Speaking of American Dad, it's Francine!
are you?
I'm good.
Tell me about your day, spare
She's even blonde.
and no detail, tell me everything.
Okay, well, I went to the bank this morning to get my card unfrozen.
Okay. Why was her card in a block of ice? Did she take the term freezing a car? Wait, sperm bank? Wait, is this an actual bank called Sperm Bank or is this a sperm bank? Now, why would you use a blow dryer?
You wanna come back?
Nice voice.
So while I was waiting for my card to unfreeze, I had to go shopping. My cousin's birthday in a few weeks.
Wait, just so you have. Wait, if you had to go shopping, but your card was frozen.
And I was in charge of putting the whole thing together. So not only did I have to get her a present,
Oh no, there he is.
I also had to buy all the decorations and drinks. So then after that, I had to go back to the bank to collect my card.
How the hell did that little block of ice flood the whole place?
And pretty much that was my day. Then I made my way back here, and I'm sitting here talking to you. But I tell you, it has been too crazy of it.
The bandages are glitching.
I've just had about enough of surprises. I'm ready for nothing interesting to happen for the rest of the day.
Wait!
That was the noisiest coffee mug shatter I've ever heard.
Hi, I'm Dax Hill, and you're watching GFN News. The
No, what the hell is this?
N also stands for news. We are so sorry to interrupt your broadcast, but due to a new guideline being enforced by Mayor Westwood, all shows airing in the district will now have a brief intermission to air news segments, commercials, and electoral announcements. This is just one of the many changes our mayor is introducing that I have coined the stupid bullcrap that doesn't help anything. The mayor has just somehow been elected for his 4th term with an overwhelming 60% of the vote. Now I wonder what other amazing ideas the mayor will come up with. This town has a 40% higher fentanyl abuse rate than any other town for miles. Is Mayor Westwood gonna fix it? No!
Is that supposed to be a reference to Adam West? Because no one messes with Adam Wee.
He is only where he is today because his parents were oil refiners and his wife is really ugly. Now, let us all give a really warm welcome to our special guest this week, the mayor.
I'm very confused by this little segment.
The floor is yours, Westwood.
I don't think he's very happy about you shit-talking him.
Come on.
He's got the hair colors of Father Maxi.
Taxpayer money was spent on this. Least you could do is say something.
Get a load of this guy, Cam.
Oh, there he
No, the mayor looks like Father Maxi from South Park.
goes. Wow. Well then, I am so sorry about that, everyone. But you know, can we really be surprised? I'm gonna let you go back to what you were watching. I wonder what our friends got up to while we were gone.
And now he's bleeding profusely.
What was that?
Well, it was either an eldritch beast from another dimension, or that was the guy we hit with our car earlier today.
What?
Yeah, we didn't want to tell you because we were worried you report us to the cops, but now you're partially responsible for the prospect of his death. So now we're all in it together.
And that makes you're all accomplices and you're all witnesses.
Hey guys, there was no one else in the world who I'd rather be involved with a manslaughter case than you guys.
Ah.
But seriously, guys, what the hell are we gonna do? Ma'am, trust
Oh no, they're just gonna keep leaning in.
me. Now that we have 3 people on the case, this will triple our. What about the alien hunter?
The alien hunter has some
Alien hunting. I saw that. No, he didn't fall. Well, maybe he did. She hit him with the chair.
other business to attend to. There's a reason they don't call him the William Denning Finder.
No, I was about to reference SpongeBob. Ah, yes, alien hunting. SpongeBob saw that on TV too.
My husband has that hat.
Uh-oh.
Weird. We must.
That hat is not even that unique. I've seen that hat available for $10 at Hot Topic.
Shop at the same stores.
Please, officers, I just want my husband home. You don't know the damage it's doing to our family. Our son needs a father figure in his life. Someone to teach him how to be a real man.
Now, ma'am, come on. There's nothing you can do that you can't.
Incorrect. That boy could be going through puberty at any moment.
No kidding. No, where the King of the Hill episode where Connie's parents are on some business trip, and then Connie has her first period, and so Hank has to take her to aisle 8A in order to get tampons.
Then what am I supposed to do? Huh? I already can't teach him how to shave.
You can't teach him how to shave?
They literally make They literally make feminine products for shaving.
Mom, I cut myself shaving again.
Hmm.
Oh no! Did you
Oh no!
use the cream? Cream?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think I can eat this.
Guys, this is bad. We have to make sure that guy lives.
Okay, guys. I didn't
He was already bleeding to death.
think I'd have to do this. But it seems like we've been left with no choice. This is our last resort. You guys know what it is?
Yeah.
Mouth to
Mesopotamian
mouth.
reviving ritual.
What
What?
did you say?
Mesopotamian reviving ritual.
Nico's on
How
the
would they even know what that is?
money.
How long have these 3 are supposed to be aliens? How long have they been on the Earth to know what Mesopotamia is?
What?
Azaluhi, as we
That guy looks like Bob Belcher.
stand here before you, asking for your help, please, in your infinite power and love, revive this man lying here before you.
Wait, who is she praying to?
Asking for your the money.
What?
Azaluhi,
Who the hell is Azaluhi? That doesn't sound like any Mesopotamian god I've ever heard.
As we stand here before you, asking for your help, please, in your infinite power and love, revive this man lying here before you. Gilly, have you prepared the sacrifice?
I have.
Oh, Lord.
A life for a life. Do it.
Look at the rabbits.
Great Azaluhi, please take this cow as a sacrifice and grant our blessings, not for selfish reasons, but for the humility of another. You're
Oh, well then.
alive? How long?
About 10 minutes.
So do you guys still need me, or...?
Who the hell is...
Yes, not Azulahi.
Oh, so that's...
False alarm, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I came all this way down here.
I know, Azulahi, we're really sorry, but he's already alive.
This is just my luck.
They are not Anunnaki. They are not the ancient astronaut aliens that came to the Sumerians in order to teach them everything.
Sorry, my voice does that.
Wait, no, these three are the aliens that became the Anunnaki. One of them is Enlil, the other one, the green one is Enlil, the blue one is Enki, and then the pink one is Inanna. I figured it out, and that must be Anu.
I mean, what about that cow there? Can I do something with that?
Yeah, that's Enlil.
Actually, Azulahi, I've already got an idea.
Yeah, that's Enlil, that's Enki, that's Inanna, that's Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers, and then that's Anu.
So you really don't remember anything at all?
I remember waking up, getting ready for work, and then nothing.
Wow, well, when we saw you bleeding
He was
out
bleeding.
on the side of the road, we had to take you in and make sure you were all right. We were worried you weren't going to make it.
Wow. Well, I don't know why you didn't just take me to a hospital, but thank you for making me better. And thank you for that delicious steak.
What can I say? I make a good steak.
Okay, totally tracks.
But it's really no problem,
Mr. Denning.
Mr. Denning, yes. You gave us quite the scare.
Quite scary for me as well. I mean, it's supposed to be a safe town, but that's the mayor for you. I wonder what happened to me.
Who knows? Maybe
No one knows. It's not like that you were bleeding profusely.
it was aliens.
Oh my god.
Ah, well, I should probably get back now. I bet my wife is missing me.
Okay, Mr. Denning, it was lovely to meet you.
Look both ways before you cross the street.
I will. Bye.
Let this be a lesson to you guys to also do the same.
Aliens.
Uh-oh. They're being watched. Or is this the credits? Integrate amongst society. Is that Baymax? I don't know if this will get copyrighted or not. And then there's also a second episode that was there as well. Oh, it's a little mini-series, it seems. Apparently this was the most replayed section. Okay. It was very cute, and it's very intriguing, to say the least. Which, that actually reminds me, I've been meaning to take more of a look at Mal Makanapa, but it's been a while. So, yeah. Okay. Alright, it is almost 4:30 where I live, which means I guess it's time to finish up the stream for now. Unfortunately, it was kind of a little bit of a slow night in terms of content to look at, but once again, I'm always down for some recommendations and stuff. And I'm definitely going to be clipping that AI school yearbook thing. That was... yeah. Oh, A Fox in Space. I mean, I've seen a few clips of it, but I've never really played any of the Star Fox games, so I wouldn't know all of that stuff anyway. I mean, it would make sense, given that I'm a talking animal, but we'll see. Perhaps at some point. But thank you all for watching. I gotta do some job hunting tomorrow because I have no idea what's going to be happening within the next few days. But hopefully I'll be able to find a new job in time. So take care, everyone.